2-hand cock behind the head.
This?
Yes.
If I make this shot, I can take the Puma Jet to All-Star Weekend.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what time it is, man. It is episode 2 of the Lamelo Ball show. You already know what time it is. It's a Flight Sports TV exclusive. And oh my, you got me out here singing today. You know what time it is. You know it's an exclusive. You got Flight out here singing. I'm telling you. Listen, there's a whole lot to unpack tonight. You know, we are on the heels of some devastating catastrophe news. You understand? Either way you want to say it, whether it was a celebration for you, but bottom line is it was a commitment made. It was a commitment made, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it was. I don't give a damn what the hell the circumstances was. Kenny Atkinson was signed, sealed, and delivered to the Charlotte Hornets. Something happened. Kenny Atkinson was. You understand? Something completely went wrong here. You know, for whatever reason, Lamelo Ball does not have a coach right now, and the Hornets are back out on the open market. Do you? I want to ask you something. If this was Chris Paul in his prime, you telling me a coach just gonna walk away from that? You understand? You telling me a young Steve Nash, you understand, a coach just gonna say, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and stay, I'm gonna hang out and be a top assistant. I think this is very disrespectful, a slap in the face. In my humble opinion, I think it's very unfortunate. I don't know if disrespectful might be too harsh, but I don't give a damn. That's what I said. I don't like what's happening. And here tonight, I got a whole lot of shit I got to get off my chest, God damn it. I don't appreciate this for Lamelo Ball. Lamelo Ball deserves better than this. There's only one way to make this right. The Charlotte Hornets must do right by Lamelo Ball. It's time to consult with Lamelo Ball, and let's get this shit figured out before all hell really break loose out here. This is ridiculous. I hate to break it so dramatic for you, but this is what's happening. This is a dramatic situation. You got a guy who made a commitment and said, you know what, man, I'm just gonna sit here and carry the luggage over here with Steve Kerr. I'd rather do that instead of being the ruling general and coaching the one of the most dynamic young players of this generation. You telling me you just walked away from that? Something ain't right here. I can't wait until we get the full details on what the hell took place, because something smells fishy to me. Something don't smell right. Something stinks. Salute to the chat. We got a star-studded panel. Listen, we got Zen in the building. We got
What
more.
up, what up?
What's the deal, Zen?
Looking at this drama unfold and just trying to answer the same questions as you. Who does not want to go coach this young prodigy, and why?
Right. I'm telling you. I mean, this makes no sense. You know, I think that's something that nobody really segued into. I also want to get into Kenny Atkinson's coaching resume tonight. Everything about to go laid on the table. I told you this guy didn't have the makeup to be sitting next to the one of one. I told you. These young boys, it wasn't the system. Kenny Atkinson would have came in here and fixed some rotations, but Kenny Atkinson would have would have possibly not able to gel correctly with these young guys and possibly get ran completely over. That's what I thought would have happened. But that's neither here nor there. We got the Fresh Prince of Belize in the building. We got my man. What's good, Fresh Prince? What's the deal?
Hey, you know the Fresh Prince is here. I just want to say, man, like while y'all, coming in, I would like to say, man, just do share. We got some great content coming in today. And I don't know if y'all seen this intro, but that intro is fire, man. That intro is fire, man. The Lamelo Ball Show, episode 2. Shout out to us, man. We're gonna get into everything though. I'm gonna let you finish cooking up, Flight, because I do want to chime in on this. I think I got
we're gonna hear some words from Mitch Kupchak tonight.
I got a different perspective on the coach, man, and I really I wanna let you go ahead and bless him up, but then I do want to chime in on this coach because I think this is a good thing for Lamelo.
Oh, listen, I told the people pop bottles. I was in the liquor store earlier today. I'm telling you, it was a celebration when I heard this news. But it is what it is.
Celebrating.
Kingdom, what's the deal?
Yeah, one shout out to the Pat, to the chat. Shout out to the panel. This is all things Lamelo. I'm not going to jump to the coaching. That most definitely will be talked about, I'm sure, today. But I'm going to continue going off of what we talked about last thing about Lamelo. We gave some brief, amazing things about his past. We gave some great accolades and numbers that Lamelo put up as a youngin' doing his thing. But I definitely want to start speaking on some Lamelo stuff, man. Lamelo has not only got drafted to the NBA. Our boy Lamelo is sprouting into this beautiful star in the NBA, doing his thing. My man is on Hulu Live Sports. He has his own cereal now. I need to go purchase some Lamelo O's right now.
Hold on for a second, Rev. Yeah. We got to hear some words from Mr. Kupchak.
Lamelo and trying to keep him here about the new head coach going forward in the process.
I've not consulted anybody. If we ever get to the point where, we have some of the top 10 players in the league, and they're in this league for 5, 10, 12 years, and then maybe I'd have a discussion. But we're a young team, and no, I did not reach out to anybody, and nobody's called me.
Mello, listen, what's good, Hungry Hand?
What's up, the little?
What, listen, we just heard words from Mr. Mitch Kupchak himself. You understand? Listen, we got the bees out, the killer bees. I'm hearing all kind of stuff. Shout out to everybody rocking with the Hornets and MD1. I'm telling you, don't nobody know Lamelo Ball like my man Hungry Ham over here. New York City is in the building.
Yeah.
You already know what time. Hungry Ham, we got some breaking news today. Like I said, I just played a clip from Mitch Kupchak. I believe I might be playing that clip all night long because I believe that's what bit him in the ass today. Did you hear about this breaking news?
What's going on? What about the coach?
Yes. Did you hear about Kenny Atkinson saying he'd rather carry the luggage over there with Steve Kerr? He's comfortable with that. He gonna hold the clipboard.
For real?
Yeah, you ain't hear? Yeah, he said he'd rather carry the luggage and he don't want to be the coach of the Charlotte Hornets.
Like a bitch.
No way. So who's gonna be the coach then?
I'm trying to. I don't know.
Well, look, let me say something on that real quick, right before.
What's up,
Ham, bro? What's up, Ham? I just want to say something real quick, right? I think we looking at this a little bit wrong, right? I do feel like he's ducking smoke. I feel like Kenny Atkins is ducking the smoke. He's not built for what's coming in Charlotte. And I also want to take blame for this. And, as Flight Sports as a whole, I want to take blame for this because, when it happened, we attacked the internet very hard. And there was a lot of content. And, I know he saw it.
That's true.
He saw it. He seen it. And then, he's like, yo, what if I don't, what if I can't succeed?
Because nobody wanted him.
And he seen it. They didn't want him. We, as the people, we didn't want him.
Imposter syndrome.
And I spoke on it and I said, he will be coming in as a champion and that would be good for LaMelo, right? But, he did just win a championship, right? And the parade is on Monday. So let's think of this in real time. The draft is this weekend, right? So he needs to be leaving everything that he just worked so hard for, to leave that, to now switch gears to start looking to build in with the Hornets and whatever they got going on.
Yeah, but he could
He
be
should
the
want
main
to.
man at the Hornets, though.
He should want to.
He should want to, right? But he also probably feel very comfortable in that organization in the Warriors. So where
Something happened.
He probably got some information on like maybe Kerr is not going to be there as long, on the respect of him leaving, maybe moving up into and then they probably matched it. Whatever they was giving him over there, he's like, yo, nah, we need you to stay here because Mike Brown is definitely gone. So they need him in the Warriors.
That sounds reasonable.
He played a role in the Warriors. So it's not like, it's just, he, at the time, he probably didn't even think they was going to win. He probably thought the Celtics was going to beat them. It was like, yo, yeah.
Wait, do I hear panic in here?
Yo, why did Phil Jackson came back from retirement?
What you said, Phil Jackson? What'd you say about Phil Jackson?
What if he came back from retirement? Can you imagine that?
What, the Coach Melo?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Yo, you think that's even on the table? I tell you what.
I don't know.
I tell you what, that's unrealistic. But they're gonna need a home run. I understand where you're going with this. In order to fix this mess, they got to get the right situation. You understand? You cannot roll out another lame duck coach. And I'm here to tell y'all, Kenny Atkinson was a lame duck coach. So I'm here to tell you, we wasn't missing nothing.
I disagree.
Well, so let's talk.
I feel, why I say I disagree there, and it's simply because of, like I said, the culture, the chemistry. I feel like he would have really brought a different dynamic to the team, and him dropping the ball is like, and I heard when you saying, who wouldn't want to coach LaMelo and everything. I get that part. With all respects to Melo, this is the LaMelo Ball show, right?
Right.
Well, he is coaching Curry right now, so it's like,
he's an assistant coach, Louis.
Yeah.
What? He holds the clipboard. He takes the orders.
All right. But we do know, right? But we do know Curse is down a lot. Like, where he would be out for like
I agree with that.
Season, stuff like that, where it's like he'll be getting paid.
Dude,
probably what
you
Jordan
just want to. He was on that staff, wasn't he?
Huh?
Was he on that staff?
What staff?
Was he on with the Warriors this season?
Yeah, he just won a ring. He was assistant.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what the hell is this problem. I mean,
I think it has to do with what you just said, and not only that. Remember that Steve Kerr didn't want to coach Melo.
He didn't want to coach
Melo.
So
Steve Kerr probably got something to do with it. Steve Kerr probably was like, nah, fuck them. I mean,
we just want a ring. We just want a ring over here, bro. And then just think of it like this again. The draft is right here. He needs to be in the Hornets organization like yesterday. Like,
this is about
like yesterday. He needs to be over there talking with them to see what direction they're trying to go. But he's still in celebration mode. Yo, I made a commitment to you last week, but I just want to check, bro. Fuck that. I'm staying where I'm at.
No. I don't think it's that, Louis. Honestly, I'm gonna go back to the same reason that everything happens with the Ball family. Lavar Ball. That's the main thing.
How you gonna tell me Lavar got something to do with this? What Lavar had to do with this?
Well, this is why I say Lavar Ball, because of Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr don't like Lavar. And I'm pretty sure he's really, really, really good friends with this guy because that's his assistant coach. So he probably
hold on. I'm so hungry, him. You coming with something crazy. Nobody said this yet.
Well, I feel,
start that over. They got it. This is deep shit. Go ahead.
Hungry ham though. What's good? I haven't talked to you in a minute, dog.
What's
poppin'? Cooking right
now.
Yo, Zig Master, what's up?
It's your boy Ray, man. I haven't talked to you in a long time.
What's up, Ray? What's goody, bro? I was here the other night. We lit it up the other night with my boy Kofi and all that.
Yeah, I feel you.
What? Yo, how did LaVar Ball play a part in this situation?
All right, I'm gonna tell you why. Why? Because Melo should have been drafted by the Warriors, if you think about it. He should have been
Yes.
drafted by the Warriors, and he didn't get drafted by the Warriors because of while Lavar Ball had a little, him and Steve Kerr had a little bit back and forth when he called on the Manili of coaching or something like that, and Steve Kerr probably don't even like him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that's what happened now. Him coming to the Hornets, Steve Kerr probably told him now, like, don't go over there.
No, it's
You know
not
what I'm
even
saying?
now.
Like,
It's not now. Don't go over it. Hold on, not to cut you off, him. It's more so now. I need you because, like you said, Kerr need him because Kerr don't have Kerr always won with a top assistant coach.
Louis, but do you think an assistant coach is gonna pass on a head coach job in the NBA, my brother?
Yes,
You really think so?
If the bag is correct.
I don't
If
think
the
so,
bag
bro.
is correct, just like how a starting player will come off the bench if the bag in the role is correct.
I just think he's not ready. He was already a head coach, and he went from head coach to assistant coach. Who does that?
That's
Like,
what I'm
he
saying. It's too much pressure as a head coach, and he's not like Flight said. He's not built like we came on this on the internet and we attacked him. You know what I'm saying? And at this time he's in the finals with the Warriors, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's seen some takes like everybody's coming at like, yo, you can't do the job, blah blah blah. So he's like, yo, look, I don't even want that smoke. I don't even want it.
They saying in
he's
the
a
chat,
bitch.
they saying that the Warriors didn't need Melo. What do you mean? Like, if Melo would have been amazing in the Warriors, are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, I mean that's proven. I mean that's a no-brainer. But the thing is now is like we say, LaMelo came out and said he wanted Mark Jackson. You know, Mark Jackson.
I don't know why the Hornets.
Oh, wait a minute. Where'd you hear this news, Belize?
Well, it was a report, I believe, from like on Bleachers Report that LeBron James and LaMelo came and said they wanted Mark Jackson for their coach.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, we got to double check that. I'm not discrediting your reports. I'm just saying I'm not. I didn't hear that.
But then, all right, but see, all right, even if I'm not fully, but I remember seeing it on the Bleachers Report, right? But even if the Bleachers Report wasn't fully as accurate, that it didn't come out of LaMelo mouth, right? But in the same sense, because that's why they asked. That's why I feel like the question was asked after that report was out. You see what I'm saying? So then after they asked that, and he distinctly said that he's not giving no, like you could play the tape again where he said that he's not giving no star power, taking no advice from the star, whatever the team, right? Whatever he said, I forget his words because it was crap, it was bull crap. Because even Kemba Walker was there for 10 plus years, and y'all didn't take into account what he wanted to do for the team, and he was clearly a star on the team. And to say LaMelo is not a top 15 player in the NBA, we could argue that, especially at point guard. Name 14 point guards that's better than LaMelo right now.
None.
At this point, LaMelo has all the leverage in the organization. Personally, I would say that. And if I'm him, I'm going to Jordan and Kupchak, and I'm saying, look, you're going to talk to me about who it is. I'm going to have my input. We're going to make a group decision, or I'm the fuck out of here. You're fumbling the ball. I'm the fuck out of here. I got enough money to chill next year.
Hey, listen, I'm not too far from Zen on that one. When it comes to Melo, I wouldn't say he has all the leverage because we still have to throw politics in at the end of the day. Because the fellas that's in this panel, we're here to talk about this LaMelo, our star, and this guy LaMelo's at the end of the day, they're still going to block him from showing his full stardom. I'm sure that he deserves the ultimate respect that he does. And for me, I felt like I'm looking at the roster. I'm looking at where this organization is going. You went to the playoffs. You lost again. And you went to search for a head coach. You got Kenny Atkinson, whatever.
You went to play no playoffs.
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson. That's a blow-off. And you're telling me you don't want to talk to LaMelo about something? I mean, it got to the point where you got to talk to him about something because this guy is the future of the Charlotte Hornets. And if he leaves, that's because it's going to be on your fault for not keeping him.
The only thing I would have done different, Belize, I'd have put the yellow, your yellow feathers on the red joint and the red feathers on the yellow joint. That's the only thing I'd have done different.
You see, right? You see, Zen? That's how you know him is him. That's not even me. That's him.
Oh shit, that's him. I'm thinking it's you.
That's him.
That's him.
My
I seen
bad,
that
my
hand. I know
bad.
that hand right there. That's him.
But that's the only thing I would have did different with them sneakers. Personally, those are my favorite ones.
I might steal that drip. I might just do that.
Yeah, switch the feathers up.
That man Kenny Atkinson said, "I'd rather be an assistant."
Yo,
Put the orange out.
these are the ones that got stolen in Spain from me.
Oh shit!
Tell that story, man.
Yo, so
who asked you?
Oh, wait a minute. This is an exclusive story right here.
I went into a hotel, right, in Spain, and this was like a last minute hotel. So I go in with my Lamelo, the red ones,
right,
and there was like a little drawer. I put them in the drawer, and we was only there for 1 day, like for one night. I mean. And the next day, I pull out my Jordans or whatever, and I forget them. I forget my Lamelos in the hotel. Yo, not even an hour later, I call telling them I know for a fact I left my Lamelos over there. Yo, can you believe they stole it? Whoever went to clean the room just stole them and said that they never saw it.
Or the person you called saw it as an opportunity to go take them bitches.
Bro, they took my shits, man.
Yep.
These ones that I have here, Prince of Belize know that these are brand new, that I was supposed to sell them because I bought 2 pairs when we went over there. That's the day that we met that I actually bought. That I bought this. Remember that? Remember what you told me? Belize.
Yo, which ones you wearing right now?
I'm wearing the black and blues. What's the name of those?
Buzz City.
Let me see those. Yo, them shits is clean. Them shits look fresh out the box too. You keep them shits clean.
Crazy.
You really on some New York shit. Yo, let me tell you something.
He don't wear them out the house.
Let me tell you something. Y'all keep it us not in New York. Y'all can't be having y'all sneakers dirty. Y'all gotta clean y'all shit. Y'all gotta keep them clean.
That's a fact.
It's a Harlem thing. It's a Harlem thing.
It's definitely. I mean, you can't really say that for all New York, but I mean, it's definitely a Harlem thing where y'all just super fly. I gotta keep it 100. Harlem got the swag, but I mean, just New York in general. It's just definitely just swag out.
We so in sync, bro. I can't make this up, right?
I didn't know
I got the Rick and Morty. You know the Rick and Morty sweatpants, the blue ones.
He just put one foot out there.
You feel me? I got the Rick and Morty sweatpants on, right? With the same Buzz City sneakers. That was my fit for today.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I would be knowing, bro. I love those black and blue ones, bro. They just.
What's up with the camera, man? Put the camera on.
I'm doing activities right now, man. You know how I gotta get right now, bro.
What's your favorite pair of Lamelo Balls? Because you see the UFOs just dropped.
My favorite is I think the UFOs are gonna be my favorites, man. Look at this LeBron's that
R&M's.
The whatchamacallit, the Space Jam. I love these joints, man.
Only Lamelo.
Hey, Lamelo, those purple black Lamelos right there, those are my favorite.
Those are the purple and blue ones. I never wore mine yet. I'm gonna pop mine out in Belize.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
I got a Kobe.
I feel like, bro. Here's my thing though. I feel like when you can make that colorway with purple and make it look good, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like purple is actually a very good signature color that people be sleeping on. If you mix it right, that shit fire.
Yeah, I got a question. Because Lamelo, we about to get back to some stuff, but Lamelo, he just has such a wave with these kicks, right?
Yeah.
What's next in terms of like the second? What do you call the next version of the sneaker? What is it? The MB what? The MB how does this work?
The next one's probably gonna be MB2s.
The Laker.
It can't be 2. It gotta be 02.
He need to put out a purple and gold colorway for his next team.
I don't think it's gonna be 02, Louis. I don't think it's gonna be 02 because I think the reason why he couldn't do 1 is because he obviously had the triple B's, MB1s. So now I'm sure MB2 is gonna be just MB2. Probably.
I think Big Baller probably got up and probably till 10, whereas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now what they will have to do is 01, 02, 03, 04 until whatever.
Well, we'll figure that out. I got a hungry ham. For the people that's just joining us, we was just discussing. You brought up a situation that maybe Steve Kerr did some meddling in the affairs of this situation. You know,
To
due
me,
to
if you ask me, 100%, I feel Steve Kerr got something to do.
Can you
But
play that Kupchak
hold
take one time for
on,
me?
hold on. I want to add to that. Steve, I don't know if y'all remember because I'm a Knicks fan. I don't know y'all. Some of y'all, y'all left the Knicks, but I'm still kind of lost here because I feel like Steve Kerr, he made a commitment to the New York Knicks as well. This seems very reminiscent of the New York Knicks situation.
Okay.
You understand? And both times Golden State, well, it's great because of Golden State in this situation is Golden State again. You know, so this is not surprising to me that Steve, you're right. I'm with you. I think Steve Kerr played a major part.
I wouldn't just say Steve Kerr though. Like how you just said, right? Great take. It's the Warriors. The Warriors know what they got, and they're not just like look at the team that they have. They're the most paid playing team. They gonna
They
pay.
probably but
Pay.
you know
They
what,
probably
Louis,
matched whatever it was that they was trying to give him in the Hornets to be the assistant.
We're not dealing with the fact though that he took this job. He took this job. So all that should have been rear view window. He knew all of that before he accepted. What happened between the point when he accepted it and the point when he changed his mind? That's what I want to know.
The championship.
Steve Kerr.
The championship did happen, but it wasn't like they wasn't the Warriors.
They were already guaranteed a championship.
Nothing's guaranteed. But
what happened? It was like what, 72 hours? I mean, how long has it been?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Fellas, you said championship, right? Does championship go on Kenny Atkinson's resume?
No. Unfortunately, it will.
It doesn't. Go show
No, not on that. You're right. But I mean,
it'll go on his Wikipedia page.
I mean, he won one as an assistant.
Fellas, I looked up Kenny Atkinson's record. They only showed that certain years he played an assistant, and then they showed some stats and data lines to that, and then they showed the times he was a head coach as well, and the stats and data lines to that. So if you put him as an assistant for the Warriors and just won a championship, do you think he's gonna get credit for leading the Warriors as an assistant coach on his record? No. So this is why I feel like, man, maybe another offer could have came in the future, but at the same time, this is your chance to be a head coach.
But what if
of a team that you could put on your roster, on your resume?
What if the Warriors was offering him the head coach job after Steve Kerr? We see that Steve Kerr was just like out for a whole half the season for game. He be missing games.
He does have health issues.
We have to keep in mind that
what is his issue?
seeing Steve Kerr transition into the head of the Golden State basketball operation or something like that.
So it's true.
You
still have him around.
You think this dynasty Warriors is going to put their dynasty in the hands of Kenny Atkinson?
Yes, why not?
Why not? What, sir? Do you want me to read Kenny Atkinson's shit?
Yeah, please do.
But you can read. Look. Hold on. Let me just get this point out before you read the accolades, right? Stats. You can read stats, right? But let's keep in mind there's also the eye test, right? Like right? The eye test. Like the Warriors have him. They know what they got. That's why they hired him.
Louis, it's not that, Louis.
Right.
It's Lavar. That's it.
Well, we know that part too. We know that part too, right? But look, this is what I'm saying, right?
Can I dare to say? I'm sorry to interrupt. I'll dare to say what's not being said.
What's that?
Was there a statement or an interjection or a comment made by LB between hire and resign? Was there an interaction between Kenny Atkinson and Lavar Ball that we don't know of?
Never, no.
Nah, but hold on. Now I got a situation possibly. What about how much kind of control he would have had within the Hornets organization? Because it seems like Jordan and Kupchak got a gridlock on things. You know, it don't seem like it's much wiggle room. They probably meddle in a lot of affairs. You understand? And out there in Golden State, he could just be free. You know,
you state the terms of a position before it's accepted. So for him to say, "Oh, I didn't know they weren't going to let me pick my staff," or "You was a stupid fool for not stating that up front."
Well, the truth got to come out about that situation.
Something's going to come out, maybe.
Steve Kerr is more interested now to see who they decide to go with. Do they go back and just get D'Antoni to say, you know what, well, you know, that was the second option and we just gonna go that route? Or do they go
might as well.
and that's what I say too. Or do they go ahead and say, you know what, let's just
Tony might not want to fuck with them.
No, older dudes don't hold on to a lot of grudges. He ain't got a whole lot of time. If he wants to be a coach, this is probably it.
Yo, if they get D'Antoni, Melo's gonna average 30 points a game.
But I would still urge Mark Jackson to be the hire. I think he's perfect for the Hornets.
I think I agree 100%.
How do y'all feel about Sam Cassell?
That was one of my first
I
dates.
don't know.
I mean,
I know Sam Cassell is a player.
How does Sam Cassell fit with Lamelo Ball? Forget about the organization for 1 second. You think Sam Cassell fits good? He was a good point guard in his era. He was a great point guard in his era. Go ahead, my bad.
Right, like you just said, he was a point guard before. He's played in the game before. He's actually a little bit.
He was an all-star.
He's actually a little bit. He's younger than D'Antoni.
I will have to look it up.
He's younger than D'Antoni.
Of course. Oh, no, you said D'Antoni. Goddamn, everybody younger than D'Antoni.
Hold on.
He for me, I feel like he can really let Lamelo do him because Sam Cassell. I felt like if anybody remembers him being that leadership, being a good leader, motivational, and for Lamelo, I know he's going to allow Lamelo to do his thing, and he has information at the point guard spot. I think at the same time, he can, I would say, will his team on that certain team, the Hornets, to victory every time they play.
Look at something like this take two, right? With Sam Cassell. When he was on the Timberwolves, he was playing backup for Stephen Marbury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Stephen Marbury was one of a future point guard star.
Right.
Wild, creative, a lot of young turnovers, because he was creative with the ball. He would do some crazy outlook passes, kind of over dribble a little bit. And Sam Cassell was one of his mentors that helped him. And I was also looking at the fact that Sam Cassell helped led the Houston Rockets, right? And he had a big man in Olajuwon. Well, he obviously would know how to play with the big. And then if you want to go into the coaching side, right? He's been behind Doc Rivers for so long, right? So let's not act like he don't got the pedigree there as well. And if you see Chauncey Billups just come up and get a head coach, not to show a shot at you, Zen, but Chauncey Billups don't have the.
Well, my thing is this: why are they breaking their heads when Melo already said who he wants? Like, I don't understand.
Hold on,
he say who he wants?
Another thing. How do we? Is that true?
It's out there. That's what's really out there. That he said he wanted Mark Jackson. That was the take.
Make it happen.
That was
the take. Mark Jackson is the best available candidate.
And let me tell you something.
The most qualified.
And for me, I feel like a player,
for itself.
I feel like you gotta look at the players that you have. And do you think Lamelo Ball needs a fucking X's and O's player? No, coach, no. Lamelo Ball already has that IQ. Lamelo Ball already can read the floor with magnificence, brain power. So he already got that IQ. Here he can read the floor he can read the play before it happens. He needs like a player's coach. A player that can
Are y'all familiar?
A player that can talk to him, a player that can point him in the right direction to where he can do his thing, at the same time has a connection with the players to where, hey, listen, I'm going to ride for y'all as y'all going to ride for me. So to me, I feel like Sam Cassell is a player's coach rather than an X's O guy, because X O's guys are good for those people who doesn't see the floor well.
What about
Ball is different.
What about a college coach? Are you guys familiar with Sean Miller?
Yeah, I don't really follow college coaches, but before you go into the Sean Miller,
I don't like the pick already.
I don't know.
You gotta get somebody else. So listen, wait a minute. Hold on.
Let me.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we think this is about laughs and jokes now.
Nah, but
wait a minute, man. We think shit is funny, man. We don't have a lot of time. What we got, about another 2 years, a year? What we got? I mean, seriously. By the end of this season, listen, if shit go haywire this season, you're going to hear either trade talks. I don't know if they're gonna go that route, or you're gonna hear Melo looking at their other destinations. You're gonna start, all of these rumblings are gonna start to occur. We don't got a lot of time, so we can fool around if we want to. You know, I'm telling you, Lamelo Ball will be the first player in the history of the game to walk. Oh, wait a minute. Lamelo Ball will be the first player to walk away from this rookie extension. Mark my words, and play around if you want to, because we can get everything else on the back end. We don't run overseas. We don't listen. We done got it out the mud. We don't have to take this foolishness.
And then you see,
listen, they got. We don't got a lot of time. Shit is not all. Shit ain't all funny and laughs and jokes around here, man. There's not a lot of time.
Listen, it's a scenario where there's a scenario where he holds out and tells them, "You accept the Russell Westbrook trade, or I don't play." That's a scenario that he could actually do right now.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna do that. He's not gonna get that bad rep in the NBA because he's already expected to do that from even before he came to the league. A lot of people thought that he was arrogant. A lot of people had the wrong narrative about him. They didn't know how grown he was. If you guys remember, they used to say so many things about him. That's the reason why he didn't get drafted number 1.
Okay, so if he doesn't, if they go hire another lame coach, and the team is exactly the same, I mean, what is he supposed to do?
And I said this before, and I say it again. The only reason why Jordan drafted Melo is because he was advised to. Because if he would have passed on Melo, he would have had to sell the team for real. Like he would have not be able to. He would have not be able to take the criticism because he's been bad as an owner. He didn't want to draft Melo, bro. You think he wanted to draft
That's
Melo?
more reason why Melo has leverage in this situation. And I'm saying when you got the upper hand, sometimes you gotta fucking play your hand.
But see, and this is why right here too as well. Like look at Kenny Atkins not saying he want to go there. That also looks bad as the Hornets.
Yep.
As the Hornets
Mike fucked up.
Because
Mike fucked up. Period.
It looks really bad. It looks like you dropped the ball. And you looked it like you was going to hit a home run, especially because now you got a championship as an assistant coach coming. Now he says he don't want to come. What happened?
And what if D'Antoni turns you down now?
Right. What happens? And now what if Mark Jackson turns?
Oh no! Get prepared for that to happen. I'm on record of that occurring. I would be surprised if he did that.
So what coach are you going to end up with?
You know, listen, D'Antoni got a lot of pride.
That ship is gone. That ship is gone fast.
So what coach you going to end up with? And should you suffer through it for the next 2 years?
They better not. I'm telling you, they better not get Terry stats. I don't want to hear next week. Oh, the Hornets just closing in on Terry stats.
That would be a reasonable pick. It ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference in the long run, but it would be reasonable.
See, you high on Terry stats, ain't you?
Damian Lillard is high on Terry stats.
I don't think he did much coaching.
Terry stats is trash.
He let Damian Lillard go wild. That's why Damian Lillard loves him.
Stats is trash. I don't know why y'all talking.
He let him. He's the one who let him start shooting from 37. Told him it was okay to do that shit. So that's why Dame fought for stats.
Listen, Mark. Let me tell you something about Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson is the guy who told Steph Curry and Klay Thompson that they're the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of the game of basketball before they even knew it. You understand? That's the kind of power that this guy Mark Jackson got as a coach. Is way past X's and O's.
Guys,
he deserves a second chance.
So why?
Do you know what he would do for LaMelo?
And then look, with him being on the sidelines watching and calling games for the last 8 years, he knows how to break down mostly all of these teams by default.
Exactly.
Why is Jackson not in the conversation of the Hornets? I don't get.
We need to push that line, I think. At Flight Sports TV, I think we need to push for Mark Jackson until it's done.
They probably feel stupid now that this guy didn't refuse to take the job.
Y'all with that?
What? Start pushing Mark Jackson?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go all in.
We'll hire Mark Jackson.
Yup.
Yeah, they got to, man. They really
pressure
should.
Campaign.
I'll tell you what. It's either Mark Jackson or some type of young coach. Like I said, I don't like the pool of coaches that's available. Somebody said a name. I forgot who it was, but
the guy from Villanova.
Stackhouse.
No, not Stackhouse. They play for the Hornets.
I would like to see somebody.
Jacques Vaughn.
No, hell no.
Okay, let me say this. Here's my thing with the Hornets, okay? The Hornets have no excuse because the Lamelo Ball gave you guys multiple opportunities because you gotta understand. Lamelo Ball said, "I'm gonna fuck with you if you fuck with my brother." Well, what have you been doing with his brother? A bunch of nothing. All right, if we're keeping it 1,000. Yeah, but you let him play on the
They
G League.
embarrassed. They
Man, he win
embarrassed
that
the
G
truck.
League ain't doing shit for him. Listen to me, man. And also he said he wants his number. Okay, that ain't working. You ain't gotta make sure you get his number. Okay, another thing is y'all don't want to address how you guys play on the court in the defense and all that. And LaMelo talks about that, and then also LaMelo called the offense out during the press conference, man. And he's calling them out because he's trying to let them know, like, look, man, I'm giving you guys opportunity. I can leave. You know how many teams want me now? I am an all-star. I am a rookie of the year. Nigga, you need to respect me.
Yo, he revived that team. The Hornets.
Exactly.
Bro.
Is these niggas in the stands to see these other niggas?
And not only that.
No, they came out to see LaMelo.
Yep. And he made the team better.
Every team he go to on the road has LaMelo jerseys in the stands. Every team on the road has LaMelo jerseys in the stand.
Dude, LaMelo Ball and add so much revenue is retarded. I could only imagine what he is doing for like downtown Charlotte and that area. I bet it's LeBron-esque. You understand? I mean, seriously, I would like to know because you got people flying in and out to Charlotte. You understand? There wasn't nobody doing that. Wasn't nobody worried about no Charlotte Hornets games.
Not since grandmama.
This dude LaMelo Ball and made Charlotte Hornets turned it to put it on the map for real again.
Ain't been shit since Larry and Zoe.
It's still a good franchise, like a legendary franchise, but
which makes it even better for LaMelo because he's in a historic franchise. So if he could bring them to chip and he could bring them to glory.
Well, they're practicing small market behavior is what they're doing. They're practicing dumbass. I hate to say it, small market behavior.
They always
I don't know if the Hornets is historic.
They've been playing
it's a legendary franchise.
It could be historic though. If LaMelo was to bring them the championship under Jordan, the first black owner, all of these this could be the dynasty that Yeah,
it's gonna take some. You're gonna have to open up some money to do all of that.
You got it though, Jordan.
The luxury tax, everything.
They gotta get rid of Gordon Hayward, man. They gotta get rid of him.
Yeah, he's a dead weight around there.
They gotta get rid of him, bro. They really do. They really do. And I feel like they've been playing Melo since he got there. They didn't start.
The first step right now that we could say, like to all seriousness, the first step will be we see what they do with Bridges. Because if they don't re-sign Bridges, that's gonna let you know there's something going on there. The coach.
Yeah, if they don't re-sign Bridges, damn. And if they don't upgrade that position, I don't know what.
They probably gonna trade him for someone better.
I'm cool with that. I heard DeAndre Ayton. I don't know who else could be on the table, but I like what I'm hearing. To seem like they're trying to get some elite rim protection. That's what they was lacking. It's all about how much you got to give up to obtain that is the question.
I seen the Bulls turn down Gobert. So what did you think about a Gobert?
I mean, you're gonna have to give up the house. I mean, you're gonna have to give something up. I mean, you're talking PJ Bridges. You're gonna throw the Hayward contract in there.
But that's smart though, because Utah would probably want Hayward on the strength.
Yeah, bring him back home.
Doesn't he want to go back to Utah anyway?
He might as well.
End his career.
That's the only franchise the fans gonna really love him.
Nobody. So who can they trade him for? They need a big. They might
PJ and Gordon.
That's the only place the fans gonna embrace him.
How about Gobert?
Yeah,
PJ and Gordon for Gobert.
Oh wow, that's gonna be amazing. I love that.
I still would rather have Ayton out there. Ayton's a better pick and roll player by far.
Who?
Ayton.
That's the guy from Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him too. And he's the number one pick, guys. Don't forget.
And then
Yeah, he
you know what
is.
else too? You know what else too? Let's keep in mind, right? This might be a little hoo one, right? You see your boy Kai Jones and and Aiden is from the same island.
No, I ain't know that. Were they from the Bahamas?
Yeah, they both of
Yeah.
them.
Okay, I thought so.
And Aiden was the guy that made him start playing basketball. Kai Jones.
Kai Jones is the
That's
dark
dope.
skinned dude, right?
That's the rookie that the Hornets drafted last year.
Yeah, the dark skinned dude.
DeAndre's my guy, man. I've been following DeAndre since the rookie season. Been
And
flawless as far as I'm
those
concerned.
coming out of Kai Jones' mouth, just like when he was doing his little summer league takes, and when he was doing his little interviews, because I was watching all of that. Him and Book Night, I was watching all of that. So
who is there any shooting guard, like a big time shooting guard that's gonna be available next season?
Brad Bill is out there.
Who else?
Zach LaVine.
Oh shit, word.
I know. I'm ducking these shots. They about to shoot at me already.
But nah. But to be honest with you, I'm okay with keeping Rozier and keeping the core like that and letting Book Night grow. I'm okay with that. Right now.
I don't know, man. I'd rather trade Rozier for somebody better, bigger.
I think
You said
Rozier
Trey Rozier?
challenges.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
he
cool with that.
challenges
Listen,
LaMelo
I think
too.
Rozier and Melo, I don't think they're an ideal fit, but I think they're making the best shit work out of it.
Yep.
I'm with you with that. I would like that could be an upgrade.
Terry,
they should
You can
keep
upgrade
Miles
in a lot of
Bridges,
positions
of
here.
course. They should
You
keep Miles
get
Bridges.
Terry out to Indiana for Halliburton, you got something.
No,
You
I wouldn't
heard?
do
They
that.
should
I would
keep Miles Bridges at all
Westbrook.
costs.
I would rather
For
Westbrook
Brogdon?
and Melo.
Nah, Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, they just got him.
And
They ain't giving him up, man. You
I'd
better
rather,
have Brogdon or something.
I'd rather Westbrook for Rozier, right? And what they'll do is put Melo at the shooting guard. And
Oh hell yeah! I'd rather Westbrook than Rozier. That's a fact.
I'd rather LaMelo and Westbrook.
you rather Westbrook than Rozier?
Yeah,
I think so, man. Because I think Melo still. If Melo becomes a shooting guard, he's going to be a problem. Because he is truly a shooting guard.
I wouldn't take him off the ball. He's too gifted as a passer to take him off the ball.
Melo is not a pass first. He's not a pass first. He's a shooting guard. Like a lot of people need to understand.
I disagree with that, man.
With his passing gift, he don't need to be pass first.
He's not. He don't want to be.
But that's the thing. That's the reality in it. That's why
shooting guard, guys. Look,
that's why it's important for me.
If they bring Westbrook and Westbrook takes over the point guard position and Melo becomes a shooting guard, he's going to average 33 points.
He'll average 33 turnovers to go with it.
Who?
Westbrook.
No. I'm saying Melo is going to average 33 points.
Yeah, Westbrook will turn the ball over 33 times every time he scores a point.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
You do not want the ball in Russell Westbrook's hands full time.
Listen, I think Westbrook is ready to win. He's tired of losing, bro.
Westbrook ain't got it no more.
Look at Westbrook and Bradley Beal. Look how they played at the end of that season.
Yeah, Westbrook ain't got it no more.
All right, so my bad. So hell with Westbrook. If we get a good point guard, somebody that's really good, and Melo can move to the shooting guard position.
I wouldn't go that way. I wouldn't go that way, Ham. I wouldn't go that way.
So you want to keep him at the point guard position?
I'll keep him at the point guard.
So they need Lonzo then.
If they're not getting like a Westbrook type point, or like only a Westbrook, or bringing of course Zoe to run the point guard, LaMelo stays at the point and they upgrade.
Obviously, it needs to be a really good point guard. Maybe somebody like maybe how about
Marcus Smart would be a good point guard for him.
How about damn man,
I wouldn't go there neither though.
How about from Phoenix?
I will go if you don't go Gobert from Utah. I'll bring Donovan Mitchell. Start him.
He's going to Miami.
Donovan Mitchell's locked in with the Jazz. No,
he's going to Miami.
Oh, word?
That's the word on the street.
He was out there working out with him. Any other point guard that's available?
No other point guard is worth Lamelo giving up his position though as a point guard. That's my take on
Yeah,
that.
he's too gifted a passer.
He's too
for that.
He's too good of a point guard.
Guys,
to
he
get
can
the roll
still
up.
he can still be a shooting guard.
Unless
and
it's
still
somebody
have
like
a bunch of
this.
assists.
Unless it's somebody like this, because y'all brought up the coach, right? Dame Lillard. If a Dame Lillard was to go down there with the coach, and
I feel like you know
together,
what, guys?
then you could put
Honestly,
LaMelo at a shooting guard.
I feel like Melo should be a shooting guard that's also passing the ball a lot, like LeBron. LeBron wasn't really an official point guard, you know what I'm saying? And he was still having a bunch of assists, and he did everything. I think Melo would do better as a shooting guard because he's going to score more, and he's still going to have a bunch of assists.
So what do they call LeBron when he orchestrates the offense? What do they call him?
What they call him?
A point forward.
Yeah.
So what would LaMelo?
So
what would
Melo-
LaMelo
Melo's
Ball
gonna be
be
the
if he's
first
orchestrating the offense
Point
from?
shooting.
He'd be a point. He'd be a point guard.
He'd be a point shooter.
Well, it'd be a combo
Whoever's
guard.
orchestrating the offense is a point guard.
Listen,
Period.
LaMelo Ball is a basketball
He's one of
player.
one. He just one of one. No other way to
Yeah,
He-
they
he
will
not
figure
from
it
it.
out. But
Yo,
I mean, I would like something a little bit better.
If you ask Melo, are you a point guard or shooting guard? What do you think he'll answer?
What if they trade? What if they traded for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
That would be too much.
Guys,
Hold
do
on,
Melo
hold on.
prefer to be a shooting guard?
Melo, hold up. Let me educate you guys. LaMelo is not a point guard. LaMelo can just play point guard.
Yep.
His dad taught them, all three of them,
Yep.
how to use their IQ, their brains,
Yep.
how to move fast. how to
Lonzo
make
is
the
a better
game
point guard
faster.
than Melo.
Listen, well, I mean, I'm not trying to make any comparisons. All right, I'm not trying to who's better is better. I'm just saying
That's the truth.
people who don't understand is LaMelo Ball is not actually a point guard. He plays point guard for the Hornets, and he could play the spot because that goes out to Lavar Ball and his great teachings.
That's how
and his
sick
great-
he
and his-
is.
But and that just tells how great they are because they can play several positions. They're versatile. That goes for all three of them.
Let me ask you a question, Ray.
Drew League, D'Angelo Ball trying to play the point guard spot because they're trying to show that LaVar has taught these boys correctly. And when it comes to LaMelo, LaMelo Ball loves to score.
Okay, but let me ask you a question, Ray. Let me ask you a question, Ray. What
ahead.
made Magic Johnson special?
His IQ.
His height.
Everything. His court vision.
His height.
I mean,
And that's what I'm suggesting you got right here. You got the next Magic Johnson right here.
You do.
But he don't want to be a point guard, my brother.
yeah.
You
He's
right.
being a
I mean,
point guard by the
Melo don't want to be a
That's a
Melo wanna be
conflict.
point guard. He plays the spot.
That's a conflict, but I believe he's the next Magic Johnson.
He
He don't want to be a point guard. He
Listen,
want to be the
when
next
the
Michael
brothers,
Jordan.
I hope
actually.
you know, Zen. When the brothers unite, I hope you know Melo gonna move down to that second spot. I hope you know that.
Well, yeah, because I mean, Zoe's a better facilitator all around, but for now, Zoe's
Zoe
also
is
got
a
him by
pass
5
first.
years, right?
Zoe is a pass first.
Zoe's got him 5 years, 4 years or 5 years.
Four.
What's he going to
He
be
might
at
leave
4
before.
years at point
He
guard? What's he
might
going to be
leave
4 years
before
at point guard? He's going
might
to be a
leave
goddamn
before
beast, is
that.
what he's going to be.
But all right, how about D'Angelo Russell to the Hornets?
I wouldn't want no part of D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo
man.
Russell's not. Nah, he's not that much, man. I don't know about him. Why he averaged last year?
He's ice
Soft,
cold,
soft,
though.
and soft.
I don't. Yes, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't want to take on that. But I think D'Angelo Russell for Terry Rozier is solid.
Nah.
Only if you would have got Kenny Atkins though.
D'Angelo will be more deferential to LaMelo than Terry is. That's for damn sure. If that's what you're looking for. Because Terry challenges LaMelo. And maybe that's not bad for LaMelo. Because I see times when Terry should defer and he doesn't. D'Angelo would defer.
They need a big. They definitely need a big, man. And a shooter.
What about your boy Schroeder? Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder, that's solid. I could see that. I could see that in the Hornets. I could see that. because I would love like a Reggie Jackson type player.
How about Pat Beverly for defense?
They're already crazy enough. I don't know if they want to add any more crazy to that mix.
Nah, they don't need that. They don't need that in the backcourt right now. I love Pat Bev in Minnesota. I don't really want to touch Minnesota too much. That's why I'm skeptical on the D'Angelo thing. Honestly, I like them to cook over there right now.
They definitely. What I know for sure, they need to get rid of Gordon, and they need to bring a big player like a star, like equal to him. You know what I'm saying? But better, obviously. They need to trade like some picks, and they need to bring somebody big, man.
I could see him playing with like Bobby Portis would be a good stretch for him.
Bobby Portis will bring that nice. I love that. Like a PJ Tucker, I would love that. Or those type of guys. I love Montrezl Harrell. I love them. I love him. I think they should really keep him there. Humbly.
I like Trez. I like his whole attitude and demeanor and his energy, his aura.
He's Charlotte all the way.
Yeah, but he can't score, man.
He can score.
Man, listen, he brings something else to the scoring. He brings he get these people ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a different type of. You need a guy like that.
You can't overlook like that's why Miami still got Udonis Haslem on their roster.
Guts and glue.
Like that.
Guts and glue guys.
Yeah, guts and glue guys. You need those type players too on your roster. They do the dirty work, respectfully.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So, who's gonna be the coach, man? At the end of the day, man, like when the dust settles, I mean, let's get some early predictions in.
We're really gonna get some coaching, man. I think the best way to go, you cry, you complain, you apologize. Big apologies. You say, you know what, we're going to give you the keys to do whatever you need. You make sure it happen, and you just give it to D'Antoni at this point. Because I don't think Mark Jackson is going to be a real option, realistically.
Why not? He's not available?
I just don't see it happening, man. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but you just apologize to D'Antoni, and you get D'Antoni, and you try to clean it up.
Yeah,
that's my take.
Marvin, what's good?
They really
what's
need.
Going on, guys?
To do
I'm on the
fast.
computer, like I'm just listening right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Just appreciate you for stopping by. Salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Slack, Basil, Hamptons. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. We appreciate y'all all for stopping.
Yo, where Coffee at? Can you invite Coffee, bro?
I'll hit him up.
Invite him up. I want to know his take on
the Ringo report. Jessica, I see all y'all in the building.
Hey, welcome to the new faces and new chatters.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out Marvin. What's the deal?
Shout out everybody.
Hey, Marvin, just cool. So you said when the dust settles, who's gonna be the coach?
I say
nobody knows.
Lavar Ball.
I'm gonna say, just like I would recommend for Sacramento, when you are the bottom of the barrel in the NBA, you need to swing for the fences. Michael Jordan, stop being a bitch and hire Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
This guy said, who's in a better situation, Memphis or Charlotte? Of course, that's an idiotic question.
Who was the assistant coach in the Hornets?
Shout out Dave James, though.
Who was the assistant coach to Borrego?
I don't even know.
It's not even a named person.
No. Not. I don't know. But and if it is, all I know, there's a shooting. The shooting coach is Marlon Garnett. I know that for sure. He's from Belize. Shout out to him. That's my guy, Marlon Garnett.
Shout out to Belize.
And
shout out.
That's that. I don't really know any other coaches that was on the Hornets. But I do think they need a whole new setup though there. Besides my guy Marlon Garnett, of course, but everybody else needs to. I think they need to do staff there, and I do think D'Antoni could bring some star power. Like I feel like he could still bring some like defensive mind coaches, big names that you know what I mean. He has that type of star power. He could bring probably like even he could go into some coaching bags of his old players that's probably around, like a Tyson Chandler. You know, just to be around, like you know, probably bring Amari Stoudemire to come help out with, you know, just do little stuff like that. Because as him being an older guy, he could do these things.
No other big time coach got fired this year.
No.
I'm trying to think, didn't I?
I mean, a couple coaches.
Snyder, Quinn Snyder, Utah. So he's out on 2 points.
He resigned though. Snyder resigned.
Come on, man. He got fired.
You think so?
I mean, it's the same shit. I mean, I think certain coaches just get dismissed a little bit nicer than others.
Got an opportunity to resign.
Yeah, like for instance, what's his name? Luke Walton. They said that they mutually agreed to part ways or some shit, or he stepped down or some crazy shit. Like he got fired.
He's trash, bro.
He damn near got fired while he was coaching. I mean, that's crazy.
Trash.
I don't think that's ever happened where you got fired on the job and you still working and you fired.
Yeah, he's super trash. How about that, Luke Walton?
That is so sick, man. They I feel like, honestly, I feel like they've been playing Melo from the beginning, man, and the kid proved everybody wrong. They didn't start him from the beginning.
Yeah, sad. That's a travesty.
They embarrassed his brother. They really did. I mean, that was an embarrassment what they did to Jello, man. That didn't even make any sense because who in the G League team is more important than Jello? Besides Book Knight and the other kid.
Jones, no.
No one in that team was more important than Jello. If anything, they should have gave Jello the keys so he can destroy but that's what happened. They felt like if they let Jello do his thing, they would have had so much pressure to bring him up, and I don't understand it. Like I honestly don't understand it, and I feel like I know for a fact Melo did not like that because Melo.
You know what makes it?
I know Melo was not happy.
And you know what makes that crazy to him? It's like the part that like people a lot of overlook is when last year they was praising the way how he was playing with Melo.
That's the only reason why they gave him an opportunity.
Right. Like, so it just didn't make sense. Like, I was praising the way how they was playing. Kupchak, he was calling him Jello. He's like, oh, I call him Jello. Like, what?
Louis, and think about this, Louis. Think about this for a second. It's like Lavar said. He's killing the whole team in practice. Right. How the fuck he's not playing? I know for a fact he's killing everybody in practice, making a bunch of threes. He's doing mad shit in practice.
But they said it though. They said it. They said it.
No, but this was like before the summer. This is for summer league. I'm talking about for the actual G League. I'm sure 1,000% that he was killing everybody in practice.
In the whole G League, you know, he was killing them. And like I said, it was a take. Like I seen the Hornets post, right? And they had Scotty Lewis in the take. And, you know, now I'm not trying to diss Scotty Lewis. Shout out to Scotty Lewis. You know, he played for the on the Swarms with Jello. But I went to the game and I seen him play, and I seen him like respectfully be a ball hog, like, and he was just chucking up shots when Jello was open, and he would just not pass him the ball. And now they got him like he's going to be on the team next year. And I'm looking at that like that's crazy.
To me, I feel like if he got something to work on, or if he's trash or whatever the case may be, they should let the world.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Jello.
Jello's not trash, man.
No. I'm saying the Hornets, right? The G League team on the Hornets.
Oh, you mean if that's what they think?
No, I'm saying if whatever reason they not playing him, whatever reason they have to short his minutes, crush his confidence, and do everything that they doing to the kid, they should just let the world see it. Let him play. Give him minutes. Let us know. Let convince us that he's not good enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody that knows is saying that he's good enough and he's ready. And basically they telling us, no, Jello's not ready. You guys don't know what you're talking about. But you not letting us see it. Let us see it. Let him play. Every
Well,
time they
even
let him play more than 20 minutes, he scores more than 20 points.
but even
Yeah,
in the
but they
minutes that they
like I said, they did mess up his rhythm. You know, like I said, the first game he wilded out, and then the minutes was just sporadic ever since then. That was just disgraceful. But
well,
I
So
mean,
you go,
I
so
don't know if
you're gonna
rumors
tell
did
me
come out
that
he was suffering with an
Melo's
injury. I don't know if that was even true or not.
Melo's not happy, bro.
no, he's definitely like even when he at the end of Lamelo season, he said he was made promises throughout the season. These things is I believe there were promises of Jello coming up to play with him, even when he went down and played in form with Jello, and they was playing. They seen it. He was playing against them. They seen it. It's basketball, guys. It's basketball.
You're gonna tell me that in the entire bench of the Hornets, the entire bench is better than Jello? That's impossible. That's impossible, man.
You told me it should be a spot over there for Jello at least.
Bro, who's
I mean,
the worst? Who's the last player in the Hornets? Do you know his name?
I
Gordon
don't.
Hayward.
No. I'm saying not
I'm
obviously not Hayward, but I mean from the bench, like the players that never played.
Gordon Hayward.
I would have to look
Not
into
Gordon
it.
Hayward, bro.
I'm just
Gordon
fucking
Hayward's a
around.
superstar, man.
I'm just playing, man.
So tell me, y'all don't even know the names of
They
these
didn't even
people.
play Isaiah Thomas to what much does this shit
Yeah, but
up.
Isaiah Thomas came after. But I'm talking about like
Isaiah
somebody
Thomas
in
came from
Jello's
the G
position.
League too, and they had a better Isaiah Thomas, respectfully, on their G League roster, who would have been given chemistry with your star player already. I'm not saying Isaiah Thomas didn't come and bring chemistry to the team. He definitely did. But you had a player that would have brought the same chemistry. He would have brought more shots. He'd have brought more opportunity. He would have brought a different scouting report for them, so they
Guys,
would not know what to do with him while he was on the team.
how
And he would have
how
came up
about
at the
how
same
about
price.
this? How about this? How did Jello not get at least a 10-day contract when they needed him? When they needed him in the Hornets. The Hornets had a bunch of people injured, and they still they didn't even give him a 10-day contract.
COVID protocols, all of that. Come on, not a 10-day.
It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna get off this, man. The NBA got something against the Ball family, and they're doing their best for them not to be together because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna be magical, man. I promise you. I promise you. Look, they didn't even. Melo was supposed to go to the G League, and they didn't even let him play one game because they knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what's going on. There's
You
definitely.
remember that? You remember when Melo was supposed to go to the
Yeah,
G League and play
yeah.
a couple games?
They
I
brought him
don't
back
know. I
up.
don't know. I don't know if I heard it was some rumors.
No, when he
No, he
came
was
back
on it.
from
He was down
injury.
there practicing in the G League. When before, like when he was after, it was like after protocol when he came off the COVID
He was supposed
protocol.
to play a
He
game,
was
right,
going. He could
Louis?
have like he was gonna like warm
I
up with.
never heard about him playing the game. Come on, this is a reigning rookie of the year, man.
No, but
But
it
he
was
was
just
not gonna
like
play in the G League.
it was to ramp him up. It
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't because it wasn't a demotion like Book
Yeah,
Night. It
it
was
was. It
just
was a ramp up
it was
before he
just
got
him
back
coming back
into
from.
He practiced with them, but he didn't. He didn't actually play in the game.
right.
Should
But
have.
he could have played in the game at the time if he like chose like what I mean. He could have like just played because he wasn't like it would have affared with the
Guys,
Hornet
even in the
roster.
summer league, Melo should have played with Jello in the summer league because that was only his second year, in my opinion.
I mean, you right about that. They would have been on the same situation.
They don't want the world to see it, bro. They don't want the world to see it. There's no reason why Jello was not getting more minutes. Jello should have been the number one star in the
The
Swole.
only the only
Period.
the only difference I would say about Melo not playing in the summer league is because he was still like rehabbing from his injury. Because if anything, I believe Melo would have played in the Olympics, in my opinion.
Nah, the reason why he didn't play on the Olympics, I don't think it had to do with that. They just didn't pick him, which is BS as
No,
well.
but no, because he could have tried out just like all the other players did. But his hand, the injury, he was recovering off the hand injury.
Hey, y'all have a good rest of your show. I got to dip.
All right, sir.
Thanks for
Peace,
tuning in
man.
to the Lamelo Ball show, guys.
Peace, man.
All right, man.
Yeah. No, Ham, you definitely telling me your facts.
I'm telling you, man. Like I feel like they just need to like let it go already, man. Like let it go. Like Jordan, he's gonna lose Melo. Melo, there's no way he's gonna stay there. Melo probably end up going back to Lakers.
Melo, yeah, man, that'd be a good look if Melo went to the Lakers. I think eventually those destinations will arise because you already hear the rumblings going on now. I'm pretty sure the Lakers will position themselves very nice to acquire him. You know, but it's
I
not.
can see him going to the Clippers before the Lakers, just out of spite.
LeVar did mention the Clippers. I think whoever could get the three of them together. I think when all of these contracts come up, I think they all might be up. You understand in terms of Lonzo as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. Do Lonzo got to opt out?
Yeah, it's opt out.
I'm like, we're gonna have to look into that.
It's definitely set up that way. It's set up that way.
I think so.
When can Lonzo opt out?
I'm not 100% sure, but either another 2 years, I think.
The same year LaMelo's contract is gonna be up 2025.
I know that he signed a 4-year deal. I don't know if it's an opt out after 3 or not.
It's an opt out after 3.
And it's probably knowing the Rich Paul client, he got a player option.
It is the play option.
Trust me.
It's the play option opt out after 3.
Do you guys hear about that thing with Zoe and Jordan, like with Jordan Company or something?
Yeah, the NFTs.
The NFT stuff.
Yeah, I heard about it. So I was thinking something with Michael Jordan Jr. or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know if that could maybe the Hornets could make themselves a landing spot. You know, because even Lavar was on the record saying they don't have to get this, and this. You know, he telling them what to do. You know, so. I don't know if Charlotte could be the destination or not. I don't think they too choosy. They just want all 3 of them together. They don't give a damn where it's at.
Listen,
I don't see the
play for free.
I don't see the Bulls making a trade giving up Lonzo.
No, the Bulls.
It's not about giving him up. Lonzo can request a trade, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that don't mean they're gonna trade him to the Hornets.
Why would he request a trade when the Bulls gonna be a winning organization?
Yeah, the Bulls is the
he
Bulls
wants to play with his brother.
He had the opportunity last year.
More than likely, he'll come to Chicago.
Yeah,
his brother.
Respectfully,
that's right.
That's another thing too that pissed me off. Like they had a chance to sign Zoe for whatever. Like they could have signed him, bro. And they could have got rid of Hayward. They could have done so many things, and Jordan did not do it. Like it doesn't make sense.
They did do a sign and trade with the Pelicans. It just wasn't. I think wasn't it for Rozier? No, it was for. I don't know if it was a sign and trade or not, but I know Graham went over.
It was for Graham. They did a sign and trade for Graham.
Yeah,
they could have signed Zoe. True or false?
Yeah.
So why?
I think it was with Lonzo. I'm not 100% sure if this was a rumor or not, but I think it just wasn't the right time.
Yeah, I mean, because Lonzo wanted to prove himself. I don't think he wanted to play under his brother that just won Rookie of the Year.
Nah. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. The Hornets could have snatched them, bro.
I didn't say. I said it was a rumor.
Lonzo's choice of destination was Chicago because of Zach LaVine.
So you're gonna tell me that if the Hornets would have made the right deal, Zoe would have went to Chicago instead of playing with his brother?
No, he probably would have played with his brother, but they didn't offer. You're right about that.
I promise you, bro, that those kids, they have that in their minds. Yeah, they might go against Lavar sometimes, but now that they're already in the NBA, I know for a fact they want to play together. I know, bro. Like I know. It's already they programmed like this, bro. You understand? They already seeing the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is all them 3 together winning a championship. That's going to be epic, man. That's going to be insane. And let me tell you, There's no way, even though Melo went and signed with Puma, and I know that Lavar gave him the blessings because that was $100 million that Triple B's needed. Okay. And I promise you 1,000% they trust Lavar. Everything Lavar did for them, everything he predicted, the way he did it, taking them overseas, taking Melo overseas and all that. That was all Lavar. That was not Melo, bro. He took him out of high school. He did everything. He put him in that position to win. There's no way that they don't trust Lavar. Everything Lavar said is what it is. At the end of the day, Lavar is there for them. Look, Melo, Zoe was just went back home to train and get better because his father knows him better. His father knows him how to train him better. His father being defending him and being like, sticking his neck out for him, and all three of them. There's no way that they don't want to do what they've been programmed to do since before they were born. No way.
Their destiny is pre-written. It's pre-written for them. Even when he showed his house, with I believe it was with Nate Robinson. He had a empty picture on his wall. He said, "Yeah, that picture that's gonna be the picture when all three of my boys play together on the NBA team. I'm gonna put that picture right there on that wall." I was like, man, he was just manifesting it, and it's gonna happen one day. It's gonna happen.
My thing is this: Jordan been messing up ever since he got the team. He's never made a good decision. He doesn't even mentor the players.
He didn't make the right draft picks, free agents.
He's not a mentor. He's not in the games. He's not excited. Like, you don't even see this guy. This guy's hiding somewhere.
And you know what messes with my head, right? And I always go back to this with LaMelo, because this season LaMelo became an all-star for the Hornets. When was the last all-star for the Hornets? That was probably, I believe, Kimba.
Yeah, my long ago, 2016 or something like that, no?
I don't know when, but either no, right? Either way, you look at him being an all-star, this being the 75th anniversary. Michael Jordan got a coat. They had a whole ceremony that weekend in Cleveland, right? And when they asked LaMelo about it, right? LaMelo said, "Oh, he was here? I didn't even see him." How you, as Michael Jordan, you there around?
I think he's being funny now.
You don't take a photo op with him. You don't, but you taking the pictures with Luka. You taking the pictures with LeBron. You taking the pictures.
He didn't even want to show love to the kid.
No, that's your all-star, bro. That's your all-star. He's the face of the town for the weekend. Literally, the Rick and Morty's dropped the Friday.
Doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. It's just crazy to just say, Jordan, come on, man. Like, nothing. That's bad. That looks so horrible as an owner, as a player, an ex-player. Like, I just look bad, bro, as a basketball. But, Jordan's still a guy as a basketball player. You can't take away nothing what he did for the game and when he, but it just looks crazy. And him. We was out there when the when the MB1 first dropped. What also dropped that day?
The Cool Grace.
Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And they was competing.
And it was re-released because they already had dropped 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but it wasn't even a competition because LaMelo's shoes were sold out anyway, everywhere.
Right. But it was just like, it just that was his first release date, though. It was like, damn, Jordan.
Guys, some of the things that a lot of people don't see is like what Melo is doing in the league. The last time this was done was probably LeBron, and that was like that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago, bro. Like, you don't see a player coming into the league, winning Rookie of the Year, and when was the last time you saw a player that had shoes, like brand new shoes, and everybody went crazy over the shoes. Not even LeBron. LeBron's shoes never been crazy like that. I think people go crazy over the Lamelos, bro. Like the Rick and Morty's is $350 right now, bro.
Yeah, on the resale.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
look, I'm just gonna chime into Basil real quick on what he said. Right? Again, this is the Lamelo Ball show, and we just speaking Lamelo Ball. But in my take, right? Why would Jordan, right? Yeah, you see him all the time, right? When they ask Lamelo the question, right? For Lamelo to say, "Oh, he's here," I didn't know. That to me is crazy. He's your all-star. Y'all should have flew in together, bro. Y'all should have been like, yo, this is your guy. This is your guy. This is your guy. He's he was 20. He's 20 years old. This is it's the 75th anniversary. Everybody's getting a coat. You know what I mean? It's like legend is legendary. And you got the young next who's going to be when in the next 25 years, right? And we doing the 100th anniversary, and they adding the next 25 players in. Remember this day, because LaMelo's going to be added to that 25.
I believe that. I hope so. I mean, because I just got to hope that these organizations don't mess up greatness and everything that's supposed to be laid out there. That's just my one problem, man, because you got Mitch Kupchak. These seem to be some arrogant guys, very stuck in their ways. So Lamelo Ball, I don't know. I hope it's not as doom and gloom as it looks.
But look at this, look at this trajectory, though, right? You can't take away what he already did these 2 seasons, right? So let's just say, if he do say 3rd season, he want to say, you know what, I'm gonna blow it up and get what I want, right? To get to the right team. Right? From there, it's still up. This kid would only be 21 going into 22. No, excuse my language, not kid. This man would only be 21 going into 22. Going into season 2024. And then when he's on that team, playing on that roster, right? He would not sign his extension, right? He will wait and sign his be a free agent. And then with him being there for that 1 season, he will be able to get the max on whatever team he got traded to, or decides to say, you know what, I'm gonna walk and go to whatever team I want to go to.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna demand a trade. He's not gonna give himself that rep.
Melo?
Melo, because they already see him as a mini Lavar Ball. They think that he's the narrative was that he was like a hard head or whatever. But the kid has been a class act. Like he carried himself well. He carried the franchise well. He played his position. He waited for his time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he speaks well in interviews. Like, what else you want from the kid? Like, I honestly don't understand. Like,
but that's why, right? That's why, right? With all of those takes, right? And I'm not one to try to throw this out there just to say mental health is not a factor, right? But you are messing with this player's psyche, though. As a basketball, like, look what happened with Ben Simmons. These are similar situations, and we should look at that as a serious take.
Because I don't think that's gonna happen to them, because they're already trained so
promises,
crazy.
If you're making them promises, right, and then you're not holding up your end to the bargain, but then you want me to hold up my end. I gave you an all-star. I gave you rookie. These wasn't. You don't have an argument that you have other that. Oh, this is what we do here. You don't have that resume to argue that. The coach that you just hired said, I don't want to be here. I'm leaving. I'd rather stay where I'm at and be with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, that's
you don't even want to talk to me about who you should put in as a coach. And you're still treating me bad. Why should I continue to play for you? No, I want out. I don't care how y'all going to look at me, because everyone knows my game. Everybody sees what they're doing to me as a player.
Paris Jello.
I'm there. I established myself enough to say that I want to walk away. I want to be treated like a player. I want to be on a winning team. They don't want to win here.
It's terrible.
That shit makes absolutely no sense. That's why it's an indictment on the whole entire organization. You know, Michael Jordan definitely need to, come out and speak. I definitely think that he's running the organization. I think Kupchak just comes out and he just speaks.
But you know what I think, Fly. To me, my take, I feel like Jordan, he's not involved that much in basketball. Like I said this before the first time I came on the show. I think he hates basketball players, man, because he can't play no more. You know what I'm saying? He can't play no more, and he just hates the game. He's not excited. Like I would like Jordan to be like the owner of
He do be up there going crazy though. I don't know. He be moving like he got some money on the game the way he be reacting.
The Clippers, it will be lit.
Oh yeah, Obama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he be wilding out.
Yeah, Obama is different.
But that's why Melo
like
that's
the
around the league. Let me tell you something. He go to LA, he can get all that money back that he lost out here in Charlotte.
Yeah, and then some.
What, messing around with Obama?
Even if the Knicks try to figure out how to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yo, they should come to the Knicks, man.
Let's not even do that to ourselves. I'm through dreaming.
I mean, look, leave it to Jordan, right? He would say, "I'll blow it up and get rid of him and send him to the Knicks just because for the money. On the back end, he'll make it."
Guys, be honest. Do you guys think that Melo has been treated fairly in the Hornets since he got there?
I don't think so. I think he should have started because you got a top pick. It was distasteful that all of that happened. That he had to play from behind and they had to take an injury for him to get to that starting position. I think that was the most disgusting thing of the situation. He took an injury. So what if he ain't getting injured? He would have just rolled the whole year out on the bench? I mean, these are questions I'm asking.
But then you got to look at the next season. Look what happened with Book Night.
Yeah.
Like,
they probably would have still, no, they probably
but look, Book
somebody.
Night's confidence is crushed, bro.
I think they would have definitely moved somebody that second year, but they would have made Melo probably sit the whole damn year because he should have started out the gate.
But what I'm saying, right? But look what they did to Book Night, right? So look at the injury. So, like you said, if the injury didn't happen, right, they were willing to probably let Lamelo sit on the bench the whole season.
That's crazy.
And let him just be getting spot minutes like how they doing with LiAngelo.
I believe that was in the cards. I think that was possibly in the cards. It's just guys couldn't hold up. I don't know. I forgot who got hurt. Who got hurt first?
Hey, all of them was getting hurt.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, so they had to,
And by the time they got healthy, Melo already ran away with the damn position.
And you couldn't stop it because the fans, the plays, it was must-see TV. And then, not to take away nothing from Anthony Edwards, but he wasn't like bringing that hotness. It came after, like in the beginning of the season, he wasn't hot. Like, so once LaMelo got in and he was hot, it was whoa.
What if Melo was drafted by Minnesota?
Huh?
So what if he went to the Timberwolves?
Well, we all know that would have been different because he would have came there and he would have started right away. Just as Anthony Edwards did. He would have got number one right away, just like Anthony Edwards did. And
that would have been a dangerous 1-2 punch for him in Towns.
And you would have had D'Lo with him.
Yeah, it would have worked. I think they didn't pick him because whatever happened. I don't know because they just traded for D'Lo. I don't know why they didn't move in that direction. Because if the Knicks had the number one pick, they would have picked Melo. They would probably moved on for Edwards.
Yeah.
It would have been crazy to see which direction they would have went in now.
Or in the Knicks, right? They probably would have went Wiseman, got the big man.
No, okay.
That would be some funny shit. Knowing the Knicks, they probably would have tried to get Edwards. If they got the number one pick, even though the fans in the city would have wanted Melo, they would have messed up. Now, I don't know. I think they would have got Melo. They needed a point guard, man. You got to get the best point guard in the draft.
But look, right? They had the number 8 pick, and who they went with?
Who the hell did that? They went with Toppin. But yeah, I think that was like best available. That was best available. He slipped too.
Over Halliburton?
I mean, in hindsight, you was looking at dude like he fell. Like he was supposed to go. I think he should have went somewhere else. He fell in the draft. Toppin. He should have got picked way sooner.
Oh yeah, of course.
So the Knicks just picked the best available, even though they had all them power forwards.
He was a hometown kid, and he could do more for the city.
You had 100 power forwards on the roster already.
And you got to remember, Obi be running around New York right now. He was just at the Rucker Park. He was just at.
He's gonna be a solid player. Listen, that's a major piece. He's either gonna be a talent or he's gonna be a trade asset. It's one or the other.
Yo, is Kofi still not available?
Oh shit, I forgot about Kofi. He was in there earlier. You missed Kofi.
Can you please hit him up? But yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks to see what was going on. Again, guys, if y'all here, man, do share this post, for everybody to see this Lamelo Ball show where we speak all Lamelo Ball facts and information. We try to give our best takes off the information that's available to us. We just rocking out here on the Lamelo Ball show. Y'all could be anywhere y'all could be tonight, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that.
Right. Shout out Mark Johnson.
Some of the guys in the chat are saying some things that if you guys want to talk about.
What they saying? And
somebody said something about the reason why they didn't play Book Night is because it would have made Mitch look dumb for paying Terry all that money.
And that's a good, interesting take too, because Book Night is an upgrade from Terry.
Yo, you want to know something crazy? That Book Night's probably one of the reasons why Borrego got fired, low key.
Of course.
Because think about it, that's their pick. That's the guy they pick. So they gotta show him some type of respect.
And they did it. And remember, they got into that fight on the bench, all of that stuff like that.
They play. Borrego played Book Night for real. Like he played him up, man.
Book Night from New York, man. He from Brooklyn, man. That boy get buckets. Book Night get buckets.
He's good. I'm pretty sure he's good. But you know what? Melo helping him. I'm pretty sure.
And they young cores, so he's 19 coming in, you know what I mean? So they would have played good. And then you got a Kai Jones Kai Jones was 18, 17, I think it was, something like that. Something crazy like that. And Kai Jones he's nice.
They got a future.
He just got to get away.
I think now that goes back to Jello. I think Jello should have been a part of that crap.
Yeah, because they
that young core. I don't know how Jello fell out that young core. He could have been able to grow with Book Night and everything.
Right, and that's what I'm saying for the G League. Right, they could have. That's why I was so confused why they had all.
Shout out King C. I don't mean to cut you off. He said that decision by the coach to stay with the Warriors had nothing to do with Lavar or Lamelo. Kenny Atkinson was advised by his family and organization that Kerr has health problems and Brown has left. Wow.
And that's what I was saying earlier too.
Yeah, but come on, man.
No.
They could have got anybody.
What are you saying what are he saying that Steve Kerr is going to resign?
No, not resign, but he will be missing a lot of games, and they need somebody with the Warriors who they could trust as a coach, like that could back up for him. That's basically like a head coach.
That either has to do, like I said, either Lavar situation or money. One of the two. They probably
pay more money. They definitely want pop. They're gonna pay him more. They just want a championship.
Yeah, they pay him more money.
They paid him more money, of course.
To me, it's always gonna be money or Lavar. One of the two.
Man, I could imagine how the conversation happened after they won them championships.
Yeah,
you're probably like, "Where the hell you going? Where the hell you going, Barrett? Where the hell you going?"
Let's look.
He said, "Shit, I'm going down to Charlotte."
The flight.
He said, "Goddamn, who over there in Charlotte?"
But Flight, think of it like your family.
Lavar
So, oh,
Ball.
Michael over there?
Look at it,
Damn, Michael?
like your family. Think of it for your family though. Your wife, your kids. You got to take them now out of
Yeah, but
everything
why
that
did
they
he
got
commit to the
going on.
goddamn job? No, that's not no listen. I understand all of that.
You know what I'm saying? So
No,
it's
I
like,
listen. I understand all of that shit, but he committed to the job.
but things change after you win a championship, and them conversations come like, yo, listen, we ain't trying to break what up we got right here no more. You know,
Y'all stop acting like he wasn't. Listen, what's it? Gentry won a championship. He went to New Orleans. Who else? Whatever happened, Luke Walton.
But you see, right, when they leave,
Luke Walton, he damn near coached a half a season.
Yeah, but we all know at that time it wasn't who was really coaching the team.
What the hell he do?
Come on, they were the guy. They was already locked in there. They ain't need no coach. They had it on lock. But respectfully, a little bit at least.
I don't think organizations care about fans, whatever the fans want or don't want. Because honestly, if they would care about fans, Jello would have been up in the NBA right now.
Yeah, because the fans voted Lamelo number 10 out of all of the votes for All-Star. In a positionless All-Star voting, he was voted number 10. So he should have been in the voting, but position wise.
Oh, they were gambling.
What you say?
Wow, like CeeLo shit?
Oh, that's your boy Ham. Ham over there gambling.
I'm in New York, guys. You know,
mute your mic.
Oh, you good? You good? Yeah, I hung with him in the streets of New York. Shit.
A bunch of kids just got locked out that were playing CeeLo.
Oh, damn. Oh, they locking them up for playing CeeLo?
I think that's what somebody said, but I don't know. Anyway, man. So I don't know, guys, man. That honestly, man, they should just make Melo happy, bro, because he's the real reason why that team is even being talked about. I mean, there's no secret, bro. There's no secret. There's no secret. To me, I feel like he's the best player on the team.
Who Melo?
Yes.
He is the best player on the team.
That's not what Mitch said.
Right.
That's not what Mitch said.
And that's crazy. And that's what I'm saying.
Gordon Hayward is the best. He didn't even play.
Well, look, for Mitch to even says, right, that if maybe he had a player that's the top 10 or 15 in the NBA, he would discuss something with them, right? What 14 players that's better than Lamelo Ball right now in the NBA with the trajectory and everything included?
Raw.
You know, let's talk about it on those angles, because like it's not many players you could speak about, because you can't talk any of the Warrior players because all of them is locked and loaded. You can't say Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant because they kind of locked and loaded where they're at too.
No, they have the
These players is not coming to the Hornets.
Not about
period. So like, if you're looking at trajectory, is what I'm saying, long term.
Yeah.
So LaMelo is a top 15 player in the NBA right now.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, man, you said Jello's a top what?
I said LaMelo. LaMelo's a top 15 player in the NBA right now. On long term,
I could agree with that. Who you think is better, LaMelo Ball or Ja Morant?
This is a tough one, right? Because
the thing is that Ja Morant is like another Westbrook, bro. He's obviously more explosive, more athletic, and all that stuff, but he doesn't make everyone else better like that.
Right. You're right about that. You put Melo and Jaren Jackson.
Ja Morant is another Westbrook to me.
No, not a Westbrook, a Derrick Rose, more so. Or Allen Iverson.
Exactly.
But it's like and you can see that, right? Where he could be off the team and his team still win all those
And
games.
not only that, Ja Morant has a ceiling. Melo doesn't have a ceiling yet.
Right. Look at it like that. John Morant could be off his team, right? And they could still win all of those games. LaMelo cannot.
I'm with you. I'm with you. A top 15. I don't know why you said a top 50. You said he was a top
15. 15.
Oh, he said Melo a top 15 player there. I don't think they believe that Melo a top 15 player.
I was.
I'm with you though. But I'm just listening now.
Listen, what I'm saying is from what Kupchak said, right? Where he said
to be honest with you, I don't mean to cut you off. The pieces on the Hornets and everything and the situation Melo is in, it could kind of make him look diminished, you know. But Melo is definitely a top player in the NBA.
100%.
And a lot of the veterans know that. A lot of your favorite, they know that.
Your favorite player would tell you that.
They know he a problem.
I mean, look. Even if you look at DeMarcus Cousins rocking the Pumas when the NBO ones when he came back on the Denver Nuggets, his first game back, he wore those sneakers. They know what's up. They know what's up. They rock with him. Like even your boy, you seeing your boy on the Spurs, right? I forget his name. I don't want to mistake it, but the guy on the Spurs, you know how he was showing them all that love and stuff. That's real. These guys know what's up. LaMelo is definitely
guys, and let me say something real quick, right? You remember how Melo used to play in like everywhere else, like high school, those leagues, Europe and everything. You remember how he used to play like he didn't care, like he was doing things like effortless. He translated that into the NBA. It doesn't even look like he struggles. It looks like he's just like so comfortable. That's sick to me. Because he's still getting better.
But look, right now, I got this, right? Your boy says Harden or LaMelo. That's hands down LaMelo. Right now, that's hands down LaMelo. That's not even a question. I said Phoenix now. Philly right now would take LaMelo over Harden right now. That's not even a question. With Joel Embiid and everything over there in Philly, with the Philly media already talking about they want Jello. Come on, that's easy. So that's not even nothing. So what Basil said, right? Basil has said LaMelo will be a top 15, but as of right now, no. But in a year or two, yes. What makes the difference? What more you need to see? You want to see what? Because remember, we're seeing him on a bad organization. We're not seeing him in a winning organization where you can see his full potential to where you could say, yo, he's already there. You're seeing his sample size. Like he said, I don't even feel like myself yet. I don't even be playing for real. I need number one. So that's to show you he playing with these boys out there. He been playing with pros and grown men since he was 16, 17. So these guys in the league, yo, bro, they don't really care for real. There's only a few teams that care for real. That want to win when they really out there playing. Like, come on. We talking basketball. Basketball. My boy Deion Reed said LaMelo is barely a top point guard, let alone a top player. All right. So answer it. Who's the top point guards in the NBA right now? Like that's ahead of LaMelo right now. Going into the 22
Steph Curry.
All right. Fine. Fair. He's 30 what?
No, LaMelo is definitely the future face of the league. That's not a question.
You know what I'm trying to say?
He's the future face of the league.
You could put Luka ahead of LaMelo. Fine. But we also putting Luka at 2 more years also ahead of LaMelo in the season. Playing in the season, right? Also, Luka also being a player at 16 playing with grown men when LaMelo was now at this time, 14, winning the championship in high school. So, all right, cool, bro. I hear where y'all at with the narratives, but let's keep these ages in. Cause all right, so Luka's one player ahead of him. So where's the other 9? That's what I want to know. Where's the other 9?
I don't know. Luka nice though.
Luka's nice, right? Luka's nice, but like, what are we saying? I want somebody to bring up what? Trae Young? Come on, like, what are we gonna say? Trae Young is better than LaMelo? Really?
I don't think so.
I don't think so neither. I don't think so.
Troy's a good player, but I'm not ready to say that.
But not over LaMelo. I could still debate the Luka one with you. But what we gonna put? We putting him with the Steph Curry arguments already? But what? He's not a top player, but that's who we gotta argue with him with. Come on, guys, what are we talking about here? Who we really putting there? I'm waiting for the names in the chat. Come on, talk to me, guys. Like, we here. This is the Lamelo Ball show.
I definitely with you with Melo being a top player. I think he's definitely underrated by the team he plays for. A lot of these players do have pieces. You know, the situation out there in Dallas, does he have an all-time mega elite superstar next to him? No. But he does have an organization and a team.
Honestly, guys, you know what I think? If you put the right pieces.
Look. Let's look at LaMelo. Look at Dallas, right? Dallas got, we talking about the billionaire, right? As the owner, Mark Cuban, right? That's one. Then he brings his former player who won a championship in Jason Kidd, right? Then he brings Porzingis, right? And Porzingis don't works out, and he still builds a team within that same season behind Luka. Do you see that energy coming out of Charlotte, guys? Do you see that energy coming out of Charlotte?
I definitely don't.
This is what I'm saying. So if we're gonna compare the players, we got to compare the players with fair standards, because it's not that much. It's not that much players in the league, guys. Y'all quick to say he's not top, but who's better? Trae Young had a better team. That team went to the Western Conference the season before. Yeah, they were supposed to beat a team that was in a play-in, who just had to win like about 6 to 5 games to try to even make it into the play-in. They wasn't even supposed to be there. But they, come on, guys. Y'all gotta make this make sense.
I gotta definitely make it make sense, man. Shit don't make no sense.
Remember, this is the Lamelo Ball show. We here to talk Lamelo Ball facts. You say, yeah, sure, Steph, CP3, Luke, Dame, James Harden, Kyrie, Drew Holiday? Whoa, that's a reach, bro. Drew Holiday? Dejounte Murray? That's a reach, bro. CP3? Right now?
I'm just gonna give the pass. I'm just gonna let him. I'm not even gonna give it to him, but I'm just gonna whatever he make his case for the veterans. But like I said, Drew, DeJounte, definitely DeJounte. You lost me. DeJounte might tell you he not fucking with Melo himself. I'm just saying, no.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like, what we talking about here? Like,
DeJounte know that.
All right, Steph number 1. He just won a championship.
I think DeJounte is overrated. Maybe that's a hot take for me. I need to see more from him. I'm not all the way sold.
You see me, Flight? Like, I'm just trying to.
He can't shoot.
He can't do right.
He got a lot of issues.
And he under Pop. Imagine Lamelo under Pop. Not the protege Pop. Pop. Imagine you think they wouldn't have built a team around LaMelo? Are you kidding me? Like, come on. Drew Holiday though? Really?
Yeah,
Drew
that's
Holiday
fake news.
30 though, right? So we comparing it like really? That's what we doing? All right, that's what y'all got. I rock with you though. I rock with you, Scott. But I appreciate you taking the time out to even think of the players. But I don't know. LaMelo got to be in your top 5 right now in point guards in the NBA.
Definitely. Just of potential alone, we're not even talking about what he has done.
You know, this is a good one, DeAndre. Yeah, I could say that because he did average more triple doubles, right? But triple doubles, right? Triple doubles is cool, but those is assists, right?
Yeah.
Those goes with assists.
Yeah, but
So
Murray
that means when I pass you the ball, you got to make the shot, right? So if I pass you the ball and you miss the shot, is that my fault that I don't get the assist? Because you missed the shot and you got better players under Pop who's putting you in positions to get those assists. Great take, though. Great take, but you got to put everything into context. Don't just play favoritism and don't just nitpick. Don't move the goalposts.
Yeah.
Like
Murray,
you said, DeAndre Murray is not rocking with LaMelo, bro. LaMelo is definitely above him.
What's another thing they were doing to LaMelo? They were subbing him on the fourth quarter mad times, bro. Mad times. Come on, man.
We not putting them together. But you see, right? And you see the craziness to it, right? Well, back to what they were saying with the guys, right? I didn't even see my boy Shea. Shea should be in that conversation. Shea's a real problem. Shea's a real problem. He better than CP3. He better than Drew Holiday. The dude from OKC. But this is the LaMelo Ball show. I'm just saying. Like, it's real guards out there, guys. Y'all got to stop just looking at these headline and these household names as are we watching basketball or are we watching just ESPN highlights? Like, what are we doing here? Or are we just watching stats? Because
that's a good question.
I'm going off of, can you Flight, can we play what Kupchak said again for the people one more time?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Just drop that for them right quick because I really want them to hear what Kupchak has to say.
I gotcha.
All right.
If the players will be consulted, especially LaMelo, in attempts to try to keep him here about the new head coach going forward in the process.
I've not consulted anybody. If we ever get to the point where, we have some of the top 10 players in the league, and they're in this league for 5, 10, 12 years, then maybe I have a discussion. But we're a young team, and no, I did not reach out to anybody, and nobody's called me.
All right, so now, right, with that being said, right, I just want to start right what he said in the back end. He said, and no one's called me, right?
Right.
So is that LaMelo's way to say, you know what, then I'm going to pick the phone up and I'm going to make the call? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Is that the green light for you to say, LaMelo, yo, you supposed to pick the phone up and call me? I'm not supposed to reach out to you.
Right.
Then maybe I misheard that. Maybe that's what he was saying.
Well, he clearly said that he not consulting with anybody, and he hasn't.
Right. But ain't nobody called me. But that's what. Hey, maybe you saying LaMelo should pick up the phone up and consult with you because you are who you are and he is who he is. But to say when maybe I got a top 10 player, to say we are a young team, to say 12, 10 years. So you're going to try to control the team for 10 years before you know you got a star? Is that what we doing? We gonna wait 10 years before we know we got a star? Your star is 20 years old, so you gonna wait till he in his prime to then want to talk to him to try to like level the playing field when you could level the playing field with him now. Establish a great relationship, build a dynasty. Mitch Kupchak, you was with the Lakers. You see how they had Magic Johnson grooming them from 19 all the way up. They bring Kobe in, groom him all the way up. This is what you got. Jordan was drafted number 3 too, guys. Let's not forget that. On the Bulls, he was drafted number 3. You know, it's all in line for your boy LaMelo. You know, and I really feel like, you know, y'all really sleeping on him.
No, they're definitely sleeping on him, man. And like I said, the only time we'll tell, man. They will see. It's only a matter of time, man. Especially from LaMelo Ball. You know, he's gonna be a great player for years to come. It's really the organization. That's the problem. Yeah. The organization is gonna be the issue here.
I mean, they seem to be the only real issue in my case, you know, because
new head coach.
Hold on.
What are you looking for in this new voice? And is there something you think that was missing that you think that you can find in the people you're looking at right now?
Yeah, somebody that will, you know, bring us that next step, right? I think with this team, you know, under Coach Borrego's, you know, coaching, we've made improvements every year. And I don't want us to get to the point where, you know, we stick somewhere too long and we don't make that improvement that I think this team is ready to make. You know, there are so many moving parts, right? You know, our scouts have done a great job drafting. And when you do a great job drafting, right, if you wait too long, all the players at some point, they come up for extensions or they're free agents, you know, and you have to make decisions. The veterans you have on the team, you know, they age another year.
So when you heard what he said towards the end.
Right.
You know, sooner or later, these contracts, it's time for extensions.
That's when he wanted to talk stuff, right? So, because he's looking at it like this, right? And it's a line. That's how he's looking at it. He's looking at it like, look, Gordon Hayward contract is going to be up around the same time I got to re-sign LaMelo. Like, all of this is going to be around the same time. So, I don't got to worry about nothing until 2024 season. That's how he's looking at it. That's how the GM of the Charlotte Hornets is looking at it. I don't have to really do anything until 2024 season. I could just sit back and just do what I want to do, meaning I could pick my coach. I could sign him for 3 years or a 4-year or maybe even a 2-year till 2024. And then 2024, I'll decide what I'll do then. Because you know what? I'll still have LaMelo bird rights. So I could decide what I'll do then. Do I let him go? Or do I keep him hostage? By matching whatever contract he gets sent out there. And now I got him for another amount of years the contract is for. And that's just, you know, and that's what it looked like he's doing. He's winning the long game, and the long game to me is a bad take. I don't think he should play it that way. What's your take on that, Flight?
Shit, my fault. I was on mute. I think it's tough to call, but I think they're definitely making a terrible mistake. You know, this is a mess. They don't have a lot of time, but they think they got time. So I think they banking on this contract that Melo just gonna sign it regardless. You know, that's just how they moving. You know, it's like almost with Zion. It's like New Orleans just automatically got all that leverage, you know, because they know Zion want this money and they the only ones who can give it to him. You've been hurt. You know, Melo got all the leverage, you know, so it's just so unusual for a young player to not take the money. they always take the money on the first contract. So and I've heard LaMelo say before that he believes in staying with the organization and building it. But I've heard everybody say that, you know.
But it could be a real case for LaMelo because of everything that he was raised to believe, right? And you always know when they say when you meet your idol, you know, that's the worst thing that could happen because you see him for who he really is and all these other little stuff like that, right? So that's it. You know, remember LaMelo, Lavar, you know, Lonzo, Leangelo, they from Chino Hills. Lavar was training his boys to say, you got to be better than Michael Jordan. You got to be better than Michael Jordan. You got to be better than Michael Jordan. That's their whole life growing up. And they don't know Michael Jordan. They don't know this man from a hole in the wall. They just watching his games and everything, but they was told to be better than him. And then Michael Jordan becomes your boss. Yeah, you will want to stay there and just, you know, ride it out forever. Why not? You're doing great, but they got to feel that mutual love that your family had for them. Not meaning them really, it's just Jordan, because it's your team. So if the ball is really in your court, Jordan, like you could really make this a legendary, historic, you know, a story. You have it in your hands. You have the next 20 years on your court, literally.
Shout out Malik. He's Melo already a multi-millionaire. That's facts.
You know, they said Melo's 7th best point guard right now. Again, and even if we say Melo is the 7th best point guard right now, you're naming six Hall of Fame point guards before him. That's what you're about to do. You know what I mean? 6. And those 6 point guards, right, that came in the league at their second season did not accomplish what this point guard did in his second season. Those 6 other point guards you about to name that's already established in the league had coaches, had organizations that put the keys, everything behind them within their second year in the league. So I hear you. We appreciate it, but it's hard to say right now. It's really hard to say.
It ain't hard to say.
Go ahead, talk to me then.
Listen, and I always like, to me, LaMelo up there already. He ain't top 5, he ain't top 10 or nothing like that. But like, to me, like shit, he at least top 20 in the NBA right now. So don't take this as me trying to play him. I just feel like when it come to LaMelo's never had actual coaching. It sounds like you can use that as an excuse, but think about the coaches that want to coach him now. You got to teach them that, like, not everything, but you got to actually teach him basketball. If you really think about it, like, I'm pretty sure when his first year in the league, he been going off of just his talent or whatever. Like that all been going on. Second year, I feel like he pick up a little more stuff. So like he learning now. So I ain't taking that away from him, but I feel like he just need to learn how to play basketball. Like I talk about everything about basketball, like different sets they run, why they run them, when you need to employ them. Like, I mean, basic stuff. I mean, like, as far as like setting screens, I'm pretty sure he know how to set a screen, but like you can tell he's still learning with that. Like the way he set screen, like he leave off too quick. He was
what are you talking about, man?
Well, so look, right? That's what that is. Like I love these kind of takes.
Right?
These takes be like, it's like, yo, right? If that's the angle you want to even say that you want to go with, right? It's like just because he can't be scouting. Like he said, there's no scouting report for no LaMelo. That's what makes him LaMelo. So whatever coach you put beside him has to understand what player they have and have to understand how to adjust. Even Pop learned just with Ginobili. He even said it was like, yo, Ginobili would just go, and I just had to learn to, yo, that's just Ginobili. But you coming in as a coach, you already know what player you got. So you're not trying to teach him the X's and O's and all of these weirdo stuff that you're trying to do and try to change his game.
But see, that's not weirdo stuff. That would make Chris Paul who Chris Paul is without none of the athletic ability. You gotta learn how to think the game from the point guard position at some point. And like I said, two things to be true. Y'all ain't saying nothing different than what I'm saying. Y'all feel like he good. I feel like he good. Y'all feel like he's a superstar yet? I feel like he almost there. He's a star in the league. Like he top 20. He just saying top 10. So when I bring up everything I brought up just now, that's not really enough to that's most players in the NBA.
So then,
young players.
If you're gonna come up here and say that, right, respectfully, right, because I appreciate you on the Lamelo Ball show tonight, right? You could be anywhere else, so we appreciate that, right? So I just want to say, right, if you're gonna say he's top 10, right, who's ahead of him?
I said 20.
Oh, I mean, well, you said as a point guard, he's top 10, right? Right now, or you say
to be honest, I got him more between in that 8ish, 9ish range, but I can't make that decision right now because I need to look at a list in front of me. I can't just off the top of my head start naming people.
All right. But what I'm saying,
but I mean, you can say he's French top 10 at best.
All right, but if you're gonna say top 10 at best, right? These are all players, right? That you're gonna say you that can build a franchise behind. Can we argue to say that you could build a franchise behind LaMelo?
Yeah, I think when you put it in that perspective, as far as like starting the franchise behind a point guard, of course he move up a bit because his age and because I like his game. Like I said, nothing I saying is a knock towards Miller. You just taking it as a knock, but it's not really a knock.
I'm not taking it as a knock. I'm just trying to understand it so we could just get it clear for all narratives.
Okay, basically why I'm saying, like, if you look at Anthony Edwards right now, per athleticism, but he really don't know basketball. Like, he don't know the ins and outs of actually playing in the league right now. He's still learning. It's not a Ja Morant. The only leap Ja Morant can really take from him being damn near MVP is learning basketball better. Giannis Antetokounmpo, when he first come in the league, he did not know anything about playing basketball. Yeah, like shooting the ball, dribbling the ball, that's basic stuff. But like actually knowing the game, that's a different level of playing.
All right, now, right? So you just named 3 players, right? And it was Giannis, it was Ja Morant, and who was the first?
Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, right? So all 3 of them, right? The difference that they got with LaMelo, right, is they had a franchise and they got coaches, right?
I get that, but I ain't arguing nothing against LaMelo. I just saying all of them that I named at some point when they first began playing ball in the NBA had to or need to learn basketball better. You got players like LeBron who was coached his entire life, so he knows a lot about basketball.
Let's keep it right here at this young age, right? Because I love where you at with it. I love it, right? Let's keep it right here at this young age, right? So Giannis developed to get an MVP, right? When he was more so what? 23, 24? Because Giannis is like 26, 27 now, right? So he got his first MVP about 3 seasons ago, right?
Right.
Fair to say, right? So he was what, 23, 24, right? The projection, right? All right. Ja Morant, this season right now, this is his 3rd season. Going into his 4th now, right? This is LaMelo's 2nd, right? This, you know what I mean? So we're right in the same realms. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm really saying is, right, it's up for the organization to realize this. But when Mitch Kupchak says, "Flight, can you drop that again for me, just so I could get the intake after this?"
What the audio?
One more time, the first one.
Hold on, let me pull it out. Hold on.
Because I just want to know when Kupchak says these words out his mouth on the press conference, or for when the reporters ask them questions, because the reporter says, "You know, this is a players' league." Like, you know, like the reporters checking Kupchak, like, yo, if you don't know, you know this is a players' league. Right?
Hold on.
I've not consulted anybody. If we ever get to the point where, we have, like, some of the top 10 players in the league, and they're in this league for 5, 10, 12 years. And then maybe I'd have a discussion. But, we're a young team, and, no, I did not reach out to anybody.
What do you think about that? No Panic. What the hell is going on?
I think
Isn't that disrespectful?
Charlotte is a trash organization. They don't know how to treat. Like, think about it. They can't get nobody that just want to sign there other than Golden Hayward.
That's right.
And they draft for incidental superstar in the making of whatnot. Like they,
I was listening to
plans on drafting them.
Yeah, this dude. They talking about they had a great. We got a great draft. We drafted well through the years.
Scouts, like I'm like,
like they don't know what they're doing. Like I said, I know I'm the only one that been a Borrego, quote unquote fan. But the only reason why I don't have a problem with him because he developed players before LaMelo. To be honest, I don't think he get no credit or whatever for developing LaMelo. That's his own thing. But as far as like Miles Bridges understanding where to put him, I feel like that's on him. That's on Borrego. So when I bring up LaMelo need to learn basketball, I ain't saying that as enough. I just saying a lot of young players, especially nowadays, don't really watch basketball to understand certain things about basketball. They just come in the league and just start hooping. Because we used to have back in the day, not back in the day, but maybe like 5, 10 years ago, players been playing 3 years in college, and that's when we're getting kind of drafted a little higher. But then you had the ones who had potential. You had the ones who been in the NCAA tournament who played good, the little Cinderella story players. But overall, like players knew how to play basketball from every level. Nowadays, they throwing them turning AAU, and they running basic offense, basic defense. Then they get into high school, they the man at their school. They get to college, they still trying to figure out basketball, then they going after 1 year. So that's not enough towards LaMelo White saying. But at the end of the day, it's like, let's keep a spade. If he had a different type of point guard that probably knew basketball, I don't think they have a better records without Melo now like that. But I think he'll be able to run his offense like how he want to. But with LaMelo, you can't.
I agree because you see. When you say you seen that when they picked up Isaiah Thomas as a point guard because he's a veteran point guard, and that's what they'll need. You see like a Ricky Rubio being on the blocks, like that type of point guard, a flashy type of overseas point guard who still know how to play the game. That would definitely improve his game. So that's a great take. But I want to chime right here where my boy Dion Reed, he gave his 10, right? So.
Before you say the 10, I don't bring the low on point. Remember when what a player named Carly Sexton? Remember when he been a rookie? And remember the reports come out that his team that like him, that want to trade it because they feel like he's just bad at basketball.
Right.
Like that's what I mean about like young players coming in and don't really know how to play basketball. They know how to shoot, dribble, and be fancy, and not even just be fancy, like hit shots, not do all that. But it's just certain intricacies within the basketball game that you don't learn until you actually in the league playing, or you got veterans over you or under you, depending on how you was on the bench or whatever.
Of course,
kind of give you the game. But go ahead, what you saying about Dion?
But that's even like when you come in, right, as a new employee to McDonald's, right? You understand the job that you have to do, right? But when you get there and you got to do this and you got to do that, you like, whoa. And the worker that's been there already, they looking at you like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you don't know. Nah, bro, I just got here. Give me a second. That's all that is. But it's
that's why when rookie players get so much hype because they play good, it's because they going off of just instinct. They ain't know what they doing. They just going off of instinct.
But
so
they
for LaMelo to play the way he playing now, like that's
though.
why I ain't got no question if he gonna be a superstar or not. Like he did that in the face of adversity.
But then they also get the freedom to do it. You know what I mean? To make the mistakes, to learn on the fly. Yeah. And that's the only difference that I'm saying that LaMelo didn't get and still not getting going into his third season. But like I said, I just want to tap into what Dion Reed said. Shout out to taking the time out to giving your top 10. Definitely appreciate it, right? So he's saying that his top 10 official point guards will be Curry, Luka, and this is his order: Curry, Luka, CP3, Ja, Kyrie, Dame, Trae Young, Drew Holiday, Devontae Murray, LaMelo. He needs to put LaMelo number 10.
And at the same time, when it comes to these top 10 point guard lists, we don't look at every point guard the same way. So the same way how you can put Luka over CP3 or Ja over somebody like Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is a defensive point. He ain't necessarily going out there creating plays or like running the offense or whatnot. You got Kyrie. Kyrie's a 2 guard, but he played a point because of his size. CP3 is the only pure point guard on this list. So it's like, do you knock CP3 for being a pure point guard? Or do you be like, okay, we going to look at how they score? Like Kyrie, Luka, and Kyrie probably the most exciting scorers on his list.
You got to respect to Dame too. Dame is solid.
But I feel like I can't win with a player like Dame. Dame too small. Trae Young too small. Devontae, he don't do nothing from a year-to-year basis. Like his teams ain't winning because of him. Like he ain't affecting winning. I'll move Lamelo higher than that. To be honest with you.
Yeah, you got to put with his order in my regard, Lamelo could arguably be you would say 4 or 5. I will put the Curry there. I will put the Kyrie there, and then I'll put the CP3 there for point guard reasons. And then you that's what we'll argue with the Lamelo. That's what we'll argue with the Lamelo, with the Luka, the Ja, your Dame, everybody else.
Yeah, because Curry ain't doing the same thing offensively Kyrie doing.
Right.
Lamelo ain't doing the same thing Curry doing. Like
exactly.
Like
so they're all different. You know what I'm trying to say?
I feel like it's harder for Kyrie and Lamelo Ball to play the way they play as opposed to Curry, who in the system where his game was basically being in shape, running around through screens, catching and wetting them. Don't get wrong, like he's the greatest shooter ever, but the greatest shooter ever don't make you the best point guard. Like I wouldn't even put him one if we just talking about get me one player and let me see what that one player do in the court without no help, no screens, no picks, no nothing. The only player I can look on this list and say, I know he's gonna eat us. Kyrie, Lamelo. I'll give Dame that because Dame got a nice little step back. He don't play like a size offensively. He just do it defensively. Gonna eat. Other than that, like it's hard for me to give a good top 10 point guard list. When Drew Holiday, like shit, they run the ball through Giannis most of the time. Murray playing in the system in San Antonio, and he ain't even really affecting winning. Trae Young, like he inconsistent. Dame too small defensively. Kyrie, I'll put on 1. Ja, do he play defense really? CP3 affect the game a lot, but he don't come up in a big time like y'all said. So like I said, like Luka don't play no D. Shit, Kyrie playing a little better D. So I said I can't take none of them over Kyrie.
Yeah, like
for
me, it would be like Lamelo would touch that four round off his top 10 list, But again, this is the Lamelo Ball show, so we just here talking Lamelo. Usually how we do on Flight Sports TV. This is our second episode here on Flight Sports. I do want to get your take. Appreciate you coming in again. What's your take with the firing of the coach, though? Well, not the firing of the coach. The coach just going back to his old team.
And he sees something that made him believe that the pressure gonna be higher than it should be for his tenure. I feel like he probably had one view of the team, but still been like, you know what, this is a young, exciting team. I can bowl this team, like I can be a head coach again. But at the same time, it's like the pros of staying with Golden State, where you got more options later on down the line for a better position. Like every coach want to join a team that already got good talent, and too much coaches enjoy building up a young team.
Yep.
So like, I feel like Atkinson wouldn't fit this team if if Charlotte been like, you know what, this is a 5-year window. We want to kind of like by year 5 in your tenure, we should be competing for championships. If in his mind he feel like that's not possible, or he feel like, yeah, I mean, we can be like that, but I don't think y'all got the patience to keep me around that long, because we're gonna have some bad seasons trying to implement what I want us to do. But like I said, Jordan, and even if you don't want to blame Jordan, Charlotte got a history of not having patience and letting something ride too long. And letting something ride too long is Kimber and Gordon Hayward right now. Cutting things short to me would be you would want to keep Borrego around for another 2 years or another year. Because think about it, somebody said earlier, next year next year free agent class is what you're really looking for. So what free agent gonna really want to come when you ain't even got a coach, or you in the you got a coach that ain't really they don't fit their style? Like you would want to select the coach when you kind of building your team around who you want to build them around. Like I can't even think of the players that would actually be eligible around that time, to be honest.
But
Other than now, I'm like
I would say this too, though, right? I would say this with him just winning the championship and everything, right? I also just believe that when he agreed to take on the job, he didn't really take into consideration everything that may happen if he had won the championship, because you see the next the draft is coming up in the next couple of days, right?
Yeah.
So he has to get back to, like, in reality, to go now to Hornets, to get back with them, to meet with them, to sit down with them, to organize with them, to get into, to start implementing what he want to do next season. With the Warriors, it's I could relax. I already know what I gotta do next season. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
let me address something Isaiah Curry said. Melo would crumble if he had Trey's responsibility, because most nights he would have to put up 30 with 15 plus assists. The reason why that'll never happen, or he wouldn't crumble, is because something like that. Trey get bullied on the defensive end. So as much as he put up, he also gives up a lot. They ain't on offense. Melo don't got to worry about not being able to get to the basket as much as you want to. He don't have to worry about a lot of things that Trey worry about just because of size. And third, if you look at the Hawks run an offense that gets him in a position to take a lot of those open shots, and then sometimes he just pull out from deep. But you can't do nothing about it. They can hit the shot.
So
that comparison, the Melo and Trey is not a comparison. It may look like that to a lot of people, but that they on two different levels, and that might sound crazy because Trey Young been in the league longer, and he done show y'all against the Knicks that year in the playoff. Cool, he's not on the same level as LaMelo.
And that
ain't even coming from no stain or no none of that. Like, I can be straight down the middle with a lot of players. He ain't him. Him. Like, he ain't
what else? And you know what else, right? You saying what? 30-15? Yo, listen. Remember, we got the big O over there in Atlanta. That was LaMelo's old teammate, right? Let's keep that in mind where they won the championship. He's over there, right? You got Capella over there, right? You got John Collins over there, right? You got, what's your shooter name? Gallinari over there, right? You think LaMelo even have to put up 30? You tripping, bro.
And on top of it, like,
he can still give you those 15 assists with like
LaMelo can give you 30 points right now for the Hornets a game. But he playing with two other scorers, Rozier and now Miles Bridges, trying to get his money all season.
Come on.
As people got to look past him being the ball brother, look past his fame, look past his standism, look past whatever hate you got or whatever casualty you got as far as watching the game. If you watch LaMelo Ball, there's nothing he can't do on the court. Like, he can improve free throw. He can have, like, you can't even say, he need to improve a 3-ball shot, because he damn near shooting, 38, 39%? You can't say he need to improve taking the ball to the basket, because even with his size, he know how to use his size, pause.
Yeah.
He might not have a pull-out mid-range game, but he got that floater that damn near automatic.
Bro, and that's what I'm saying. So, bro, LaMelo, Trae Young floaters damn near, all right, they both got that, right? But LaMelo's on the taller, so he's already on, bro, like, how do y'all really think? And then now, right? And then now, y'all really want to say Ice Trae and all of that? Yeah, I get all that Atlanta drip, him and Quavo, I get all of that. But LaMelo in Atlanta? Bro, come on.
He would actually use, like, all them players you named, like, them shooters, he would actually use them running point, doing the same thing Trae Young doing. He would be more effective. Trae Young looks to school. That's all he want to do. Like, he can play make out of his ability to get to the basket and score, but that's his play making. Like, LaMelo can actually run that same offense, and then on the defensive side, he can get you deflections and steals. He might not move his feet as fast as some defenders or somebody you would want to have the elite defense.
But
he's long enough so he affect things.
But what also LaMelo's going to do for them is he's going to bring that energy. He's gonna bring that,
like
that ball
no matter
like
what team
where on the
his brother
defensive
goes to.
side, like they gonna want to play defense. He got bigs, bro.
Yeah.
He got Capella. He got his
If
own.
you know somebody
big
will find
toe.
you all the time with no
Come
kind of
on, y'all gotta-
selfishness, you
y'all
want to
gotta
play, you want to run.
Exactly, because LaMelo gonna get you that. So y'all not gonna let nobody. You know what I mean? Y'all can't wait to block the ball, to throw the ball up to LaMelo so he could go get an easy bucket, and y'all running on the trail. He could just drop it off or alley-oop it to the wing who's on the other side. Like, it's basketball, guys. Let's kind of keep this in perspective.
And no matter who team, whether it's Lonzo or it's LaMelo, when they come to your team, they automatically upgrade your transition offense.
Exactly.
They automatically speed you up. They automatically get you them unlock them easy buckets that people usually won't see. Now you see in the whole league trying to throw the deep pass.
Exactly.
Like people don't praise them boy for no reason. Like I said, if you watch basketball and be straight down the middle, you can't say no. You can't sit there and put no Trae Young on LaMelo level. Like that nigga's a damn knockoff Steph Curry. That's all that is. And he don't do the same thing Curry do.
Right. And that's the thing, right? Like, and remember, he's under a system, or not a system like that, but a franchise, a team, right? That wants him to be the next Steph Curry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want that, so they're playing for it to be that way. With LaMelo, you wouldn't need that. LaMelo automatically shoots about 7-5 3-pointers a game, and will make about 4 of them a game if he shot 7.
And then the difference between Atlanta and Charlotte, if he had gone to Atlanta would have put the keys in LaMelo's hand the first day he get there, because they would have understand. You know what?
You know
He
what
a
I mean?
superstar. Let him go. They did the same thing with Trae, and Trae under 6 foot. You name one point guard outside of Isaiah Thomas back in the day that won a championship being 5'8", 5'9", 5'7".
Well, yeah, because Steph Curry is like what, 6'1", right?
6'2". Yeah, people like to say, "Oh yeah, Steph Curry." No, Steph Curry's he's a slender 6'2", and he down bulk up.
Yep.
Dame, you're not going to win with him. Trae, you're not going to win with him. Jalen Brunson running the point, you're not going to win with that. Like, you can bring out anybody you want to. Like, a small guard is not going to work. No matter how hard they want to play defense, you need long defenders that can switch 1 through 3 or 1 through 4 in today's league.
Right.
That's why Portland ain't winning. That's why Atlanta don't really go no way.
Because that's
so
what
y'all
I'm
picking
saying.
them over LaMelo, I can't see that.
I can't see that. You got to be realistic. And then even that take where they brought up James Harden on LaMelo, right? It's like, we talking right now?
Yeah, and that's why when you say that, and when you say that, they think you just damn on the man, that's heavy pause. Like, that ain't a hard decision to make. I mean, not a hard decision, but that's not a crazy debate at this point. Harden, the way he played versus the way Melo played, damn, they put up the same numbers. If you will keep it real, shit, they damn, they put up the same numbers.
Yeah. So if you're gonna say right now, like, of course you're gonna say LaMelo, bro. You can't use Harden old stats against LaMelo stats.
Yeah,
now.
Like
you can't
3,
do that.
4 years ago, like that would be a stupid conversation to have. But
like,
today, from what we've seen, that's not a dumb conversation to have.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what do you mean? Like, that's, you know what I mean?
And that's why I say, like, when I look at players, I look at how are they succeeding. Like Josh Hartman succeeding because he know basketball. He been at his damn UConn or
yeah,
damn, not UConn, no, not UConn, Villanova. He been at Villanova 4 years. That's 4 years of learning basketball throughout being in the system. So when he gets to the NBA, that's why he had an instant impact, but he ain't got the athletic ability or the talent. I say athletic, but he ain't got the talent to be a factor. So he kind of reaches peak as far as a basketball player. Like, you can only get better when you learn more of the game.
Man, I'm really sitting here trying to bust my brain to think, like, what other point guard y'all could really say that y'all could put the keys in their hand right now and they will go on a team, on your favorite team. Like, what team? Y'all all want, any team that don't have a point guard right now want LaMelo Ball on their team.
Like, I know Golden State kicking themselves in their mouth about that Wiseman.
They got to.
Yeah, like.
They gotta be, even though they won the chip. Wiseman right now, yes, you just won a ring. Yes, you won a ring because you played in the season. So yes, you're gonna get a ring.
And you know how embarrassing that is for you to say the first overall pick in the draft in his third season about to play in the summer league. Usually if they play good in their first year, you don't see too much rookies go back their second year to play in the summer league.
Yeah, Wiseman will definitely play in the summer league.
Yeah, he got and this is third season. Usually they be good. They don't play
You
after
have
that.
to work for that ring. He ain't gonna just get that, like, because you're gonna have to. Because now, right, what you gonna have to do is, right, for Wiseman, they're gonna put him on the parade now. Like you're gonna be the second coming to us. So
man, imagine
what we
LaMelo
gonna do
Ball
is
and Jordan.
we're gonna
like
run you.
5
We're
years.
gonna run you through the summer league, right? You're gonna play in the summer league, get them hyped up. You're gonna be getting these fans ready and everything, and everybody gonna be, oh my! Now what we gonna do? They got a big man and all of that, and you know they're gonna start preparing for you and everything, and we just gonna slide right through again, cause we really don't need you, cause Looney got us. Like.
I ain't saying, man. Listen, imagine LaMelo on that team now, and like maybe 2 years from now, Kyrie don't take a back seat, or he ain't really at a certain level, or he just more so like I ain't really gonna play or whatever. I'm gonna just kind of come off the bench, or whatever. Imagine LaMelo and Jordan Poole as a new new backcourt, running that same motion offense.
Right.
But instead of running through Draymond, they can run through LaMelo.
But look at it like this, right? And just like how Kobe had to work his way up to get the starting roles and all of that stuff like that, right? So it would never been bad to be playing backup to Stephen Curry, right? So that would have been a blast. But then look at it, what you would have did for Curry. Curry probably could have played like a solid 60 games a season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe even a 55 games a season, because you got a Lamelo Ball that could hold you up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Now that puts you into like you could play another 6 seasons, bro. You went from playing 3 more seasons to 6 more seasons, just because now you playing more games in the season, because you got a point guard that could just hold the float. So you got Jordan Poole as well. So him and Clay can relax. They just won a championship this season. They can relax. Draymond's a dog, so he gonna want to be out there. But you know what I mean? Clay and Curry could relax going into the season if LaMelo was over there right now.
Yeah, and I ain't giving up. I ain't give up on Wiseman yet. I just feel like Wiseman development up until this point, when you kind of compare it to his peers, which would be Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball being the top 3 players in that draft.
Yeah,
I would rather have LaMelo for these last 3 years if that's what you're telling me.
Or Anthony Edwards. Oh yeah, you couldn't get Anthony because he was already out.
Yeah, but number 1.
He was number 1. So you only could say between him and LaMelo. Yeah, I feel you. But then
like shit.
But then you know what's the crazy thing about that too? The only flip side to this whole thing is, right, Wiseman could really come back and really be the factor to why, right, they'll go even further to another level. Because, right, when you put into factor, you do got Wiggins, you do got Gary Payton Jr. All they really would need now, which is coincidentally a backup point guard, a solid backup point guard. That's all they would need now.
Yeah.
Unless you're saying Jordan Poole's your backup point guard, and you're gonna run what?
Man, listen, he wouldn't even have to do that. Man, listen. I mean, of course, he been like now, yeah, but
then you got Wiseman as your big man, though, and Wiseman could be your big man stretch forward, because now he's getting fully healthy, right? And he's still young. Let's keep that in mind. So say Wiseman don't really show his talent till he's 25, right? But then he goes on a nice 10-year run. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
See, I think the problem was Wiseman coming up.
Not even a 10, right? Let's not even go 10.
Right.
5.
No, and I think he can be a good player in this league now.
You know?
It's just like you got to think about it. Wiseman been a high school, damn near a high school sensation, but he been good in high school. He get in college, he been like everybody talking about him like he the next AD. So when you get drafted by the Warriors, your mindset is, well, damn, how you gonna be the next AD kind of playing the Warriors? Like they ain't focusing their offense around the big man. And the Warriors looking at it like, oh, bro, we ain't want you to be AD. We want you to be like Looney times 2. We want you to be a rim protector. We want you to be a rebounder and athletic rim runner. And Wiseman just ain't buying into that. I don't know if that's something he ain't buying into, or is
no.
I mean, because even that remember that time when they had a video where they had like when Draymond Green yelling at him. Bro, I'm looking at it like he probably looking at it like, bro, I a unicorn, like let me do me. I want to shoot. Like, no, that's when we ain't asked you to do that. We just want you to rim protect, rebound, and rim run. That's all you do. Set a couple screens
right?
in there,
But then
and
you
that's
see,
it.
and if that's what they want from them, right? Then that's cool, right? But then that's what's only gonna make him better anyway, because he is that where he could get them offense buckets. So then when that come to show, right, in due time and when he gets older, because right now it's not his. We don't want that, like you said. So you gotta find their way until it's the other way, where they're gonna like, oh, what we need that now. And now on the opposite side, the scouting reports is not looking from him. They looking at everything else. So now you killing them with the double threat. So
And that's why I feel like Golden State made a mistake. I understand at the time you did that would have been a perfect piece. Like whatever he represented the Warriors as a big man, that been almost too perfect that he would slide in that position for them or whatever. I get the fit. But at the end of the day, I know hindsight, like shit, you can't really predict these things, like, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I just can't help believing that you can find another big man, but you can't find another LaMelo. As I look at it, like, if people gonna be AD, like, which I kind of know he ain't gonna be AD, because like sometimes when these big men be like 7 feet and they can dribble the ball here and kind of good, we automatically think, oh, they're a unicorn, can they do that? But a lot of 7-foot players can dribble the ball good. Like, there ain't no new thing. I mean, I ain't no. I'm just saying.
But then you see, they talking about that guy, the number 1 pick now coming out of Gonzalo.
And he probably ain't gonna be no better than. And I ain't making a prediction on him. I just saying, like, and he may not be nice. He might just be too weak to play. Like, is he not the same size Bol? What's the difference between him and Bol at this point?
Yeah.
Bol can do all that. Why he ain't getting the shot? But then he come out as like, okay, well, he the next KP.
That's the thing too. Bobo's a free agent right now too. So like, if as me personally, I know the Hornets could use him because he's an offensive juggernaut and he could do everything. And I know that's not how they want to play, but he could run. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a little on the clumsy side, a little, but I think that's what they could use, because now you put a Bobo at center at 7'2", right? And your point guard is 6'7", 6'8". Whoa. Whoa. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whoa. You got some giants on that court, bro. For your small point guard that's coming out there and y'all want to do all this small ball talk. Yeah,
That's why I'm saying, man, like,
and then,
I know D'Antoni probably ain't gonna be their coach, but
even
in order for us to see the unlock Melo, like that probably we had take like somebody who can be like, listen, you the point guard, I'm gonna let you be Harden, because ain't nobody else in this roster can fit that mold. So if you bring D'Antoni on, that would have been a clear sign that okay, we put the keys in his hands finally. So for them to go against the grain and go get Kenny Atkinson, they want to develop young players as like, okay, so he's trying to train them to be in the system. That's why I bring up earlier about LaMelo still need to learn how to actually play basketball, like learn basketball. Because he like they might have been bringing Atkinson in just for that, like, oh, he can teach them the game, like, because I ain't gonna lie, like, remember D'Angelo Russell when he been in LA, and then when you see him in that one season in Brooklyn, that been a whole 360.
Right, that's why he was an all-star and everything like that.
Yeah.
But that's what Kupchak was saying too. He was like, yeah, we still got a young team, we still could develop, because what they want to do is develop the players, right, to get them under these contracts. That's why he said 5 to 10, 12 years, maybe we could see, right? So with him saying 5 to 10 to 12, he pushed the goalpost each time, right? But he's also saying that he wants to see the ceiling that LaMelo could get to. So in 5 years, your contract will be up, right? I mean, by the 5th year, right? You will be into your second contract if you stayed, right? So by then, that means you signed the max. So of course, I will have to talk with you now,
Right.
about a coach. You know what I'm trying to say? Of
Yeah.
course, because you already proved it. 10 years, of course. 15, well, of course. I mean, 12, of course. And he's saying that because of the contracts, the way how they will be set up in of that sense. So I get what he was saying, even at the end part where he said, no one called me, no one called me, meaning Lamelo, you didn't call me to tell me you want Mark Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the question was asked to him, would you negotiate or talk to, you know what I mean, in the player league? He's going to stay in this league where it's like ain't no player league.
Yeah.
He's going to stand by that part of it. You know what I'm trying to say? And say, well, no one ain't called me. Even if they did call him, he's going to say no one ain't called him. In my
Yeah, I don't think Jordan's trying to get that much control of no young player.
20-year-old, hell no.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Cause I mean, like, and George Jackson, when I say Melo he need to learn basketball. Like, that's not a knock to him. Like, that's actually a compliment, because that's just showing how good he can be compared to what he already did without that knowledge.
No, what
like
I'm
LeBron and need to learn how to play basketball after a while, even though he had a lot more than what Melo had coming into the league. He still had to learn when he going to Miami.
No, I wouldn't go that far, bro. You went a little too far though.
No, because remember now when LeBron was in Cleveland,
no. They came in fair, bro. No. They came in fair because you see, right? Just like how you saying the defaults and like, all right, what's Lamelo not coming into his game, coming into the league?
When Lamelo first come, no. When I make the comparison,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, no. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. What's Lamelo's not coming into the league?
He had a lot of knocks, but I feel like the knock for me, but not enough coaching.
All right. So you'll say he was not like educated enough to coach, to be, you know what I mean? But no,
I just feel like he ain't never been in a stable position to learn. When he been in high school, Chino Hills, they had multiple coaches back-to-back years.
No, I get all that, right? But look, in fairness, right? That's the case for a lot of rookies coming into the league, right? But what I'm saying, where you can't put LeBron and Lamelo coming into the league, is Lamelo trajectory coming into LeBron's trajectory. Lamelo is at a better trajectory. And
I mean, I ain't complaining the two players. All I trying to say is, at a certain point, even LeBron needed to learn more about basketball. I just showing you how.
Yeah, of course, every player needs to learn more about basketball. But I'm only saying the trajectory while LeBron, like Lamelo, got it over LeBron coming into the league, right? And because LeBron didn't have the shot yet, you know what I'm trying to say? LeBron ain't have a lot of little things to his offensive ends besides just that run down, fast break basketball.
Yeah, athleticism. He been going straight off athleticism.
But Lamelo coming into the league, he have all of that.
But see, when I talk about learning basketball, I ain't talking about his shot or nothing like that.
No, I know that. I get you. You talking about the skill set, the X's and O's, just the positions.
Yeah, like understanding why things happening as it's happening. Like
certain reading defenses and reading, understanding
reading offensive, like when to set a screen, like why do you set that screen?
Yeah. But that comes in because the NBA is so faster than other leagues that he played in, and they're a lot more. This the NBA. This the top of the top. That's why these players could go into the Olympics and go against all the talent around the world and win, because they're getting trained by the top of the top. So when you coming into it at your second season, it's going to be a learning path. And,
but that's everything.
That's everything. I get that. We all get
that.
Like
with LeBron ain't been in college, so his last coaching really been in high school with his homeboy daddy. When he get in the league, he had to learn the intricacies of basketball. With Lamelo, he never had a stable coach. Even when he go into LKL, they ain't even ever believe in him. That would have given him a little bit of minutes. And then when he go into the NBL, they ain't even running no offensive sets or nothing like that. So when I saying that, I always say like take it as like, damn, like he giving Lamelo a lot of respect, because he like He basically trying to say he going off instincts and damn near been triple and double.
No, that's perfect. I get that. I really do. I really get that. But that's exactly what I'm saying as well. That's exactly what I'm saying. So I'm just saying in the sense of LaMelo needing to like improve on skills and just just better coaching overall, just to be a winner and understand things. But that's what as going into a new job, you learn that. But it's also good to get someone to like that could put them in that position to do that, and that's what the Hornets, I believe, is not doing with LaMelo Ball. The Hornets is not putting him in a position to have, for him to get success. Because right now, I believe the Hornets should be focused about Miles Bridges. They shouldn't even be worrying about they try to worry about the coach, but then the coach backdoor them or whatever the case be. But they need to solidify Miles Bridges. Like, what are they doing? And if they're not going to solidify him, they need to just let that be known and take care of business and get him out of there.
Shit, do him like they did. Like it's like Russ wouldn't be the Russ we know today if Russ ain't never had his own squad in OKC. Because we would always look at him like, oh, that's the reason why KD ain't winning, because he got a rat guard next to him. But when KD ducked, he been must have triple-double. And he still been making the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if the Hornets smart, they will build around a player or players, but there's no other player that's on, like, near LaMelo age that you can build around other than Miles Bridges. But like somebody was saying earlier, had me thinking, like, I mean, it might look good with them two together, but what if we put a big man in the hole with LaMelo?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna go get a Gobert, right? Because again, the reports came that they were trying to
Maybe
trade
not
Gobert
Romeo, maybe somebody else.
Nah, I mean Gobert is a tough one. I get that, right? But Gobert is not a bad take. Gobert is what, like 28, 29, like, you know what I mean? Where you could put him where you could pair him with like a Ricky Rubio besides LaMelo. Like, you know what I'm saying? To get him off the ball a little bit, to let a point guard who could run the ball, and you know what I mean? And he could learn from that just by being on the court with him.
Put like this, if you put
Rondo,
Drew Holiday next to LaMelo, you ain't even need a Gobert. You just need a big man who can put at least 15 or 20 in the bucket.
But you see, right? I don't believe that, right? Because I believe you still need to Gobert get overlooked for what all he do, right? But if you could get like even, because I believe in Montrezl Harrell, so I believe you keep Montrezl Harrell. That's why I believe you say you go out and get Bobo, because he's an offensive big man, right? That could also learn the defense, right?
I mean, but Montreal is an offensive. Montreal is an offensive big man, but he's just small. That's
right. That's why I would put him at. That's why
defense, but he don't.
That's why I would get rid of PJ Washington, right? And I will put a Montrezl Harrell at my power forward with a Bobo as my center.
See, but the thing about Bobo, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like he's a skillful player, but I think it's something about him. He might have that same factor with like how Boban got where and JaVale McGee, where they just can't play that much minutes. Because that's the only reason why you ain't putting him on the floor. I don't want to hear nothing about him being too skinny, being too lanky. Like, y'all about to draft the same type of player at number 1 overall this year. I don't want to hear nothing about him being too tall and too skinny or he weak or nothing like that. Get him the ball in the wing and let him do his thing.
That's what I'm saying, right? But then when you got a player that believe in him though, to believe in his offense, because now that comes to the point guard that he needs. He needs the point guard that could say, yo, I believe you could get that. I believe your matchup is better than what you think your matchup is. You know what I'm trying to say? That's where LaMelo comes in and say, all right, boom. And we've seen LaMelo do these things with the Big O.
Right.
Playing with Atlanta, you know? So that's why I say, you go offense, trump the defense card. You know what I mean? Because the defense is going to be there. When your offense is good, you automatically plays good defense. You automatically play better defense when you got good offense because why? You want to get the bucket again. You want to get a bucket. And then if you got a better team that could get better buckets than the other team, then it's a D'Antoni mindset. We'll outscore you. Trump the defense. And guess what? By outscoring you and saying Trump the defense, we also won the game and we pleased the fans. And we got some crazy highlights. And we got, you know what I'm saying? So all of these things look good. And we walking around like with big chains on. It's Lamelo Ball show. It's the Lamelo Ball show.
Yeah, I just think of Lamelo, but in a different. If Lamelo came in the draft like maybe 5 years ago when it was popular that if we pick you in the first round, you gonna be built around. Like if we been back in them days, like that's why I say everything LA did for Lonzo, even if y'all feel like the coaching messed him out, whatever like that. I feel like if Lamelo get that same treatment, he would already had the keys. But when he get the Charlie, been like, well, we ain't really want you. But now that we got you.
Yeah, now that we got you, we trying to figure it out. But then but now that we got you, right? Not that we only gotta figure you out, right? We don't really want to, but we kinda have to because you just keep winning and the fans love you, the kids love you. Shit, we low-key gotta build our whole shit around you. So now if we give you this number 1 jersey next season, which I believe they're gonna do, right? The only way I could see them not giving it to him and this Michael Jordan being petty is him really just saying, I'm gonna retire Muggsy Bow number.
Man, listen. I come up a Hornet fan. I fuck with Muggsy Bowles tough, but you ain't him. Like, get that jersey number up. That number ain't need to be damn retired. He been I don't say a gimmick player because he did have his moments, but like I said earlier, you're not winning the championship with a small guard like that. And they did not ever win a championship. The height of Charlotte's success was Muggsy Bowles and Larry Johnson, grandmama. Other than that, they did not spectacular. Get that jersey number up. Even though I feel like I think Miller should keep number 2 because that jersey go hard as number 2, but at the same time, you're like, shit, man, when he number can't knock him for that.
Nah, but then it's not even that, bro. It's Lonzo's number 2. That's my brother. That's my brother's number.
Right.
That's my brother's number, bro. Literally, that's my brother's number. Number 3 is my other brother's number. My number is 1. Like everything that I do and build everything around is number 1, bro. That's my number.
And that's how you know Charlotte's a trash organization to deal with. Because at the end of the day, any other team, if Lamelo been the top 3 pick, and the person that had his number was another first or second year player that had the number, something would have been worked out. Malik Monk ain't been valuable as hell when Lamelo get inside there. That organization could have been like, listen, he our top 3 pick. This part of his brand. He always been number 1. It's big.
What if I told you this, right? What if
you need to get that jersey ass getting cut or traded or some shit like that?
But what if I told you? What if I told you the year before Malik Monk jersey was not number 1?
What number he been? Oh, he was another number in it.
Right.
Lamelo first get there.
Before Lamelo got there.
Oh yeah. When he get there, he been number 1.
Yeah, but when he got there, he already had put a number in. He already put his jersey number in to change it to 1.
Right.
And then they drafted Lamelo.
And that's why I say you could not have known you've been drafting Lamelo if you just give the number 1 up. Like, even if you're doing just basic scout and you know that's the number he win everywhere he go, like you, except for Spire, you with it everywhere he go.
But then not even that. Even if you thought you was getting Anthony Edwards, his number was 1 too.
Exactly.
You know, so it's and then
trash organizations.
And then after Malik Monk leave, he wins Rookie of the Year. He still don't get 1.
I feel like Malik Monk should have go ahead and get that number up and start playing. I feel like his pride had been like, I ain't about to get my number up to no rookie and this that, and third. Then LaMelo come in and start hooping.
Even
Like,
Lonzo Colton
they
trying to
give him
negotiate it. Lonzo Colton already in the league trying to negotiate it for him. That's like telling your little brother no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how you tell this little rookie like who gonna be the future of the league? I'm not giving you.
He gonna be the future of the league.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, man, Charlotte need to trim the fat. Get rid of Gordon Hayward. Find some defensive two guard that can bring it in next to Melo. Move Rozier to the bench. Find something to do with PJ Washington because him being a tweener is not it. He too big. He too big to play. Too big and not quick enough to play the wings in his league. He too small to play the bigs in his league. And like you can play him at small ball 5, but it's like you too inconsistent. You wait till the end of the season to start actually hooping and shooting a little better.
Right.
Like the whole situation here, like if they built around him to begin with, they wouldn't be in the situation they're in now, regardless of the coaching situation. They wouldn't be in this position. They'd have been winning. You don't draft a player that early and not at least give him a chance to run the team. Unless you got a winning team like the Golden State Warriors had, and you just looking for another piece to fit.
Right. That's what I said. The Wizards. I mean, not the Wizards. Now the Warriors, they get a pass to like what they with the pick. But other than that, yeah. Other than them, it's quiet.
Because it's rare for a winning team to have a lottery pick, well, a top 3 pick or whatnot. So like I said, they do get a pass.
Yep, that's a fact.
I don't be creative. Chat be having their own whole because
they whole thing, right? I was talking with them just now. I was trying to catch up with them. I'm like, man, they in a whole other zone. And the Lamelo Ball show, guys, though, we here. You know, we really here just chiming in.
Malik Monk been doing coke. But y'all boy be slandering these people's name for no reason. They said the man been doing coke.
Mm-hmm.
What you say, Belize?
Nah, yeah, Flay. I was just trying to say, man. You know, you trying to what time? We
about to shut it down. And
yeah, man. You know, I was going to say, you know, I feel like we chimed in on all of the good topics. I do want to get on one of these episodes though. For the Lamelo Ball show, guys, I want to really sit here and really go over LaMelo's stats his rookie season with the coach and see how the difference is with Borrego and how he was playing him, and really break down these numbers for you and just show you how LaMelo really developed in front of our eyes. I really want to, sit down with y'all and do those. But right now, this was just like breaking news, so we had to really cover this coaching stuff and everything that we had. But the LaMelo Ball show, we do appreciate y'all.
Before we get out of here, Belize, appreciate you. Today definitely was a whirlwind. We had the breaking news. It seemed like it was. We've been live really all day. It wasn't ideal to have a live right before our exclusive, but we already had this scheduled. So I didn't want to, I just went with what was scheduled today. But I definitely want to have this standing alone, in the future. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. I know it was some back-to-back stuff, but we appreciate y'all.
Yo.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man. Drop that intro again for the
people. You ain't cut behind the head. Yes. If I make this shot, I can take the Puma Jet to All-Star Weekend.